Okay, I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Oh my gosh, I am live. As usual, gonna check everything just to make sure. Gonna check. I would play music. For those that don't, okay, yeah, YouTube is on. For those that don't know, I'm an AI music producer. For those that don't know, I'm an AI music producer. So I would normally be playing some music up in his house, but I'm not at the moment. I'm not. Okay, I'm live as well. I am currently live, so I gotta wait for people. I gotta wait because if you are on here, you got to let me know because this is a workshop. So I've got to give some time for people to come. I know that it is. I know that it is 3 o'clock for some people in the world, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. You know, all over the world. Okay, people are slowly joining in. Okay, good. So that we can start getting started. This is you've got me for 2 hours, yeah. You got me for 2 hours. Okay, so for those that don't know me, I am Ingozi Cadmus. Yeah. By experience, I've been in the mental health world for about 20 years. I know, I'm like, you think, how old am I? I started working at a very young age. So I started working at 15, 16. So that's why I have the length of experience that I am, but I'm actually just 35 years young. I'm not old. I'm in my 30s, right? Mid 30s. I'm nearly 40, mate. I'm nearly 40. Hello, Dr. Sabine. Hello, Ingrid. Just filling out some time, but also giving an opportunity to get to know me. Because once I get in here, when I get in his house, we're going in. Okay, so yes, I've been in the mental health industry for 20 years. Been a psychotherapist since started training in 2014. Qualified 2018, 2019, counselor first and psychotherapist. Also been a social worker, started training in 2011 since 2014. So I've got my background there, right? I had a nationwide mental health service for about 8 years, made over £1 million in 3 years, multiple six figures a year, helped thousands upon thousands of Black and brown individuals, primarily Black women. They were the biggest proportionate of individuals that used my mental health services. So although we served Black and brown individuals, 75 to 80% of them were Black women. Then since then, I have been helping Black women, women of faith, Black women who want to build practices, businesses, for a very, very, very long time, making money, helping them heal from racial trauma, mental health difficulties, as well as making money. Yeah. So my biggest goal is to help Black women make money. As I say, I'm not new to this. I am true to this. I understand that so many of us as Black women have experienced difficulties with other Black women, and I hear that. Fortunately, I'm not one of those people. Right? I am truly a supporter of Black women. My goal right now is to help as many Black women founders, Black women experts, Black women leaders, coaches, consultants. If you've got some expertise, if you have got, if you are, if you know that you have something the world needs to see, that's who I'm here to support. Help them make money online via LinkedIn, get paid using the platform to target their audiences, speaking opportunities, and really no longer being the best kept secret. So, okay, so people are asking for the link. So give me a minute. Let me just make sure I give people the link. Okay, it's happening live. So I just gave this person a link. So I'm going to give this person the link, and then we get started. Okay, cool. So, okay. Okay. Just got to make sure because I'm getting a message at the same time as I'm starting. It's great to see you. Make black women make money. That's it. That's it. Hi, Stella. Hey. A few more minutes and then we're gonna begin. Okay, a few more minutes and we're going to begin. As we are beginning, what I want to say is this: if you want me to review your profile, what I need from you is not only your profile, right? Because this is going to be first come first serve. You got me for 2 hours. Is I need you to what do you want to be known for? Yeah. So who you're targeting, who is the person that you're speaking to? Yeah, we call it the ICP, ideal customer profile. But let's just say for easy reference, client. Who is your client? Yeah, who is your client? What do you want to be known for? Yeah. Why are you doing what you're doing? So why are you doing what you're doing? What do you want to know for? Who is your client? And is there anything specific you want? Right? Is there anything specific you want from this? Because obviously I can give you feedback on your profile, but is there something specific that you would like as well on your profile? That'd be very, very, that'd be really, really great. Yeah, people are messaging me about that, so I'm just making sure that. Okay, so if you want your profile to be reviewed, that's what I need from you. So I won't just take your profile. I need those things put and mentioned. Okay. So once someone you put your profile, so if you can answer those questions, then I will look at your profile first. Okay. So there is no program that specifically is targeting black women. You know, many people target black women without saying it because most of their beneficiaries and most of the people that pay them are black women, right? And typically, if you are a black woman, you end up attracting your main demographic, but you might also still get people outside of your demographic. If you're like women or if you're like professionals, you're going to get like a mixed bag. But I specifically target black women mainly just because that's always what came to me. So it just makes sense to just focus on what came to me. Most of my practice, I still have therapy. I coach, executive coach, is black women. I've got one lady who is not black. Other than that, I've got sometimes a few black men, etc., but primarily black women. So that is why I do what I do. And I've got an amazing program that's launching in July that is really working with a small amount of black women who really want to use LinkedIn as a long-term game, not a short-term game. If you want a quick win, this ain't for you. If you want something that's going to happen overnight, this ain't for you. It's genuinely for people who recognize and understand that LinkedIn is about a long-term game, who are willing to spend at least 1 hour a day on LinkedIn. Yes, I said it. If you're wondering how people are doing really well on LinkedIn and you think they're just there for 5 minutes, no. If you can't commit to an hour a day on LinkedIn, then this ain't for you, okay? The reason why I say an hour a day, because you have to message people, you have to comment on people, you have to post, you have to engage. LinkedIn is a conversational platform. So if you want to do your profile, then you must need to give time to the platform to build those genuine connections with people. People are not just giving money out like that. It ain't happening. People are only handing over money when they really feel they trust you and they trust and believe that you can help them with the problem you say that you're promising to deliver on. Okay. Right. This is not for you if, like I said, you want a quick win. You're not in it for the long-term game. You don't want to be coached. You want me to do it for you. It's not a done for you service. You are doing the work. Okay. There's also, if you want overnight hacks or just viral tricks, and if you're more worried about the price of moving forward and the cost of standing still. Now, I understand that some black women right now are going through it. Yeah, I totally get it. The economy is not making any sense. So there's some people legitimately that cannot pay for it. You've just been burnt, that you've just left your job, you're living on credit card. Like, I wouldn't want anybody in that situation in the program. Okay. I don't want anybody giving me their life savings. But if you know that actually the invisible cost the invisible tax, the cost of standing still, the cost that you're paying right now, the invisibility tax is compounding every month. You can't see it because it's not in your account, but you know that I could be making 5K, 10K from one or two clients. I can be having speaking opportunities, or you're having these opportunities, but you ain't getting paid for it, right? Because they ain't taking us seriously, right? And I've been there. I've done hundreds and hundreds of speaking engagements for free. But I'm saying all of these different things, there becomes a cost to it. There's a cost to it. So if you calculate that, someone messaged me the other day, said it's £200,000 a year. So that means my program, which is £4,000, which is about $5,400, and which is about 7,500 Canadian dollars, cannot be compared to 200,000 a year. So when you calculate the cost that it's costing you to remain invisible, to remain the best kept secret, I know that $5,400, £4,000 is a very little amount, though it's relative because I get some people are in difficult situations. I will never sit here and be like, oh, £4,000 ain't a lot of money. It's a lot of money, yeah, when you've only got £4,000 left and you ain't got a job. Like, I totally get it. But for those of you that are like, oh boy, I should be making £5,000 a month at least, right? You can break it out and be like £4,000 for 4 weeks of your beautiful face, of me walking through it with you every single week, building your profile, helping you write the content, helping you create the nurture system, to have a magnetized profile, to raise your visibility, build your authority, gain your influence, and get your income. I think it's a no-brainer. But again, it's for the people that truly believe that they don't want to be the best kept secret and they've been trying and toying and it ain't working out. Okay, people are messaging me. I'm just, after that, I can't respond to any more messages because if you're messaging me, if you see that you're messaging me, I can't respond because I'm on and people will be seeing it because I'm going to be sharing my screen, looking at people's profiles. So, don't know. Some people are saying it's starting soon. I am on, can't speak. So, I don't know what this, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. From what I can see, there's 25 people on. So for some people it's showing, for some people it's not showing. I have no idea why. If you know anyone that's meant to be on here, please let them know. I don't know what more I can do because I am on. I'm not sure why it's not showing for people. I'm just going to send it to as many as I can. So a lot of people are telling me cannot. Okay, let me just do a really weird post. So sorry for those guys that are on. For some reason, people are not seeing it. I am on live now, auditing LinkedIn profiles. Oh, Jana, sorry, could you respond to people? That makes sense. I just realized my team is here. So Jana, if you can just respond to people, because I'm not able to anymore. Let me focus. Cool. Okay, good. Okay, let me look at the first person. So I'm doing first come, first serve. So, okay, Sima, you wrote Sima, okay. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Hey, yes, yeah. Okay, Elaine, you've got yours as well, so I'm going to come to you. So, Sima, have you written your stuff? Because other people have written their stuff, so I'll go to those. Okay, my ICP is late. DX professionals. I don't know what DX means, sorry. Leaders, CEOs. I want to be known for teaching others with ADHD. Use AI as a scaffolding and not to let AI overwhelm them. I am late, DX, ADHD, and want others to be able to help scaffold. Okay. Hopefully by the time you heard this, you explain to me what DX means. Cool. So let me go to your profile. Jana, when you can, if you can get a list of people, because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up not being able to get the list. I just realized, sorry, how do I get people's... okay, give me a minute, guys. You know, you start realizing how it works is I need to actually go to people's profiles from here. That's what I'll do. I'll go to people's profiles from here. Okay. Cool. Okay. So let's do this. We're going to begin gonna move myself like this when I share my screen. We're gonna begin to share my screen, okay, guys? I know there's a bit of delay, so no one is actually at the moment with me right now. There's always about that maybe a minute or two delay. Okay, so Seema, I'm going to yours now. Okay, I'm going to yours now. Diagnose. Okay, that's what you meant. Cool. I'm doing entire screen just because it makes it easier. Cool. Okay. Everything feels harder than it should. I help you figure out why, and then we build something that actually works. That's good, but I'm not sure. So you're going to initially the way I start is that you will begin to see. I'm going to give you my natural expression. So when I say things like I'll explain things. It's just I want to take it in. Okay. I like this one. Things like that. Okay, let me go onto my phone to make sure. I need to see. So, Sim, I'm looking for what you've just said so that I can do my ITP is late. Okay, it's late diagnosed professionals. So, leaders, CEOs want to be named petition others ADHD. So, okay. So already the ICP is a bit mixed, right? Because professionals, leaders, CEOs is quite a broad range. CEOs and leaders are high performance individuals. So high performance individuals are slightly different. They're in the professional clan, but a professional can be early stage. You know what I'm saying? So a professional is quite broad. So I would definitely advise some sort of refining of that. Okay, because somebody who is a CEO and a top leader is juggling many things, has a lot of responsibility. So the way that they will potentially think about the ADHD is different to somebody who's early stage in their career. Early stage doesn't mean young. Early stage could be early stage, but it'd be in your 40s and 50s, right? Depending on your how you've ascended the career ladder. So I would wonder that, but that's not for me to say. I'm just saying my initial thoughts. Okay, so already is a little bit scatty. What I mean by scatty is like you've got your image there, you've got image there. There's too many images to look at, right? So you would really I think you should remove this because it's already covering half of that. You only need this. Okay. So you only need two images. All right. I'm not sure if I'm a really fan of the profile. A good profile, like so this is the better profile. We can see more of your face. This is, a bit far. You want to be able to see somebody's full face. So I would say this is a bit too far. This is much better as a profile than this one that you currently have, right? You see the S speaker is being covered. So when you do this, you got to make sure that this doesn't cover any of the words. Turn ADHD overwhelm into follow through using AI. Okay. I don't know what that means personally. So I don't know if somebody that follows that somebody that is your ideal ICP will know what that means too. I think you could be much more clearer with what your value proposition is. Okay. Speaker at Propellus. I don't know if you got to say that again. You've already written it here. Right. 3x podcast guest. Client scene results. It seems a little bit vague. Client scene results. I don't know what that means. 3x podcast guest. I don't know. Is that something? Was that an achievement that you've been a 3x podcast guest? Unless it's a massive podcast like Stephen Bartlett's podcast or like Mel Robbins, then you can say it. But 3x podcast guest, I'm not really sure that's something to be. I'm not saying it's nothing to be proud of. I'm saying it's not something to. That's not a social proof that somebody is going to be like, oh wow. Yeah. Okay. If you're responding, I haven't seen it yet. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight through it and then I can look at that. Oh, I may not be able to. Sorry. it's difficult. I realize that actually, the aspiration of this, the actual logistic of it is different. If it's different if it's Zoom. Okay, so most ADHD advice assumes one thing, that you should try harder to stay consistent. Okay, you've tried that, you've done it. Apps. Okay, it's frustrating because it makes you feel problems to you. It's not the system. Okay, this is good. The only thing I'll say, even though I like a lot of the white spaces, this is reading like a post. So I get the point, but it's like it's taking me long to get to the okay. So what can you do for me? Does that make sense? So it takes me having to scroll. Obviously, I'm looking at it on my laptop. It could be slightly different on the phone, but it feels like there's a lot of white space. Some of these things could be like, I know what I mean, bullet points. But I think it's good. I just feel like it's too much of short lines, and it feels like a post. It should read similarly, but it just feels like you've written a post and you've put it as your about. So by the time I get to what you can do for me, it's like I'm going off because you got 5 seconds to get people. Yeah, you've got 5 seconds to get people. People are busy. People are looking at you as they're quickly moving. Okay, I like that DME AI. Good, 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 good. DME AI is consistent. You want to make sure that your CTA is consistent. DME AI, you've got DME AI, right? So people, that's good. Cool. Let's look at that. Brilliant. I love it. You got your lead magnet, you've got your featured. Yeah. If you do any one-to-one work, definitely or you got request services, definitely put your services there. If you got any one-to-one work, right? Next week, I'm going to be reviewing people's posts. So if you've got a post you want me to review, we can do that next week. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit too like again, a lot of stuff, but needs the clear value proposition. I think the biggest feedback for you, Suma, is that there's a lot of stuff there. You've got the right elements. I think that the value proposition needs to be stronger. I do like everything feels harder than it should. A really good emotional line that grabs me. I help you figure out why. Then again, funnily enough, something about ADHD should be there. I know you've got this there, right? But I don't know who you're talking to. I help you figure out why. Okay, that's for everybody. You help me figure out why, and then we build something that actually works. It feels vague. It feels nice and it's nice, huggy, but it doesn't hit. If I was your, because I've actually got undiagnosed ADHD. If I would come, I'd be like, okay, oh, okay, ADHD up there, but it wouldn't really move me. It just wouldn't really move me to be like, okay, you're the person. 'Cause I don't know who you're targeting. Yeah, I don't know the transformation you're promising me. I think I gather the pain. The pain is that everything feels harder. So the overwhelm, I get that. I think the only thing that I can see here is the pain, which is good, but you need the person that you're targeting. Yeah. So who is it that you're targeting? The pain that you're solving and the transformation that you're promising. Good. Okay. Cool. So, okay. So we're now going to go to Dr. Sabine. Have you written? Um, um, okay, I'm gonna have to go to Letitia then, because I haven't seen. Okay, so Dr. Sabine, you haven't written answer the question. So I'm gonna go to Letitia. Okay, Letitia, I'm coming to you. Yeah, Letitia, I'm gonna come to you in a second. Let me read who your target audience is. Who black women early in career journey. So black woman, so early careers, black women early careers. Two, what to be known for? Mentoring, inspiration, motivation to be the best person of themselves. Okay, cool. Higher education, professional, and field of student success. Cool. Okay, cool. So I'm coming to look for you, Letitia. I'm coming to look for you. Okay. Okay. So Letitia, I am coming to you right now. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Good. Summer. Thank you. I'm glad you're getting it. I'm glad you're getting it. Cool. Let us go to Letitia. So you're doing early careers. Oh, Letitia, you already know what I'm going to say. You already know what I'm going to say. I don't. This. Yeah. No. Your banner. No. 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 Okay. Let me look at it first. Let me go. Okay. Okay. Hold on, Letitia. So hold on. Did I get the right person? I need to make sure. Yeah. I just need to make sure. I just need to make sure that I am looking at the right person. Okay. So Letitia, you said that you're doing early years professional, high education professional in the field of trust. Okay. Okay. Yes, had they been paid? Yes, had they been paid? That's the only thing I don't like about the messaging. It just gets confusing with everything else. Okay. I do remember it's early careers. Early careers. Okay, so we already know what we're going to say here, right? So this is a really good example of, so if any of you have got this, don't be ashamed. We've all started like this. Your banner, you've got real estate that you're not using, right? This is a very typical person's profile. So you'll be wondering why you're not getting clients. There's nothing. The hero in your LinkedIn is your client, not you. The client doesn't really care much about you other than can you do what you say you do. Now, of course, they want to like you, they want to get to know you, they want to build that like, know, and trust. But your profile is really about them, right? The best profile is you in them or them in you, right? But their profile's about them. So right now, this is good. I know on the phone, I'll probably be struggling to read that because most people are on their phone. I'm doing this on the laptop, okay? But most people look on their phone. Not the best headshot. That's a body shot, not a headshot. So we need you to have a headshot that sees your face. On the phone, that will be very difficult. Again, your name is lovely, but we don't need to know your name again. We need to use this to give you the value proposition to the Black woman who is in their early careers. Yeah. So, okay, higher education scholar and practitioner. Yippee doo. What does that mean to the person that you are speaking to? There's nothing here that tells me that you are speaking to Black women in their early careers. Last week I told you when I jumped on LinkedIn, please understand, yeah, I've got so many names in the next 6 7 months. I'm going to be a DR. Like everybody, you want to add the whole thing. As a psychotherapist in the UK, might be different in America. We have a lots of bodies that we're under, so a lot of psychotherapists will be therapist, BACP, UKCP, NAAPPT. It's like I'm laughing because when I see that on, if you go to a directory and like if you, let's say I'm a social worker, psychotherapist, so you will have BASWA, BACP, UKCP. Only psychotherapists understand what I'm talking about. But they could, so even doctors have it, like MD. It's like it's important. I totally get you have worked hard for that. But when you are transitioning into working, thinking as a business, right? Whether you're going to B2B, whether you're doing B2C, right? The hero, the person is like, wow, you've got so much credential. That's amazing. But actually, what is it that you are offering? So right now, Letitia, none of this is going to move anybody to work with you. I'm not saying you're not getting any clients. You might get one or two, but in real honesty, nothing here tells me that you are working with Black women in the early careers. So before somebody even gets here, then you've lost them here. This amazing real estate is gone. And I don't know if you've got a LinkedIn Premium. Where's your website? Where's the step? Where's the CTA? They can't press anything to go to you. Okay. So dedicated professional. This is a CV. This is a CV. Completely a CV. Your client doesn't want to know you're a dedicated professional. Well done. That's really good. We're glad that you're dedicated. But what they want to know is what is the pain that an early career professional is in, and what are you solving for them? And then what is the transformation they're going to get from that? That's what they need to see here. Right? your featured should not have all of your high post. Is good, but that's not what's important. Yeah, there are other ways of letting people see your most high converting posts. Yeah, that's not what's important. You need a lead magnet, and you need a way that they can speak to your book or call or whatever it is. Right? Not everybody does calls. It could be something else, but whatever it is that the person needs to go, maybe it's a sales page, landing, whatever it is, it should be here. Cool. Yeah. Let me stop sharing. Good. Good. Yeah. So I'm just going back to make sure because, you know, I really understand the mistakes that are happening. So please don't understand. I'm not shaming anybody for making any of these mistakes. Cool. Elaine, you want me to do yours? Is that? Let me know, Elaine. Let's do it. So I was gonna have it. Let me just see. Okay, Elaine, I'll do yours. I'm going to do yours now. So let me remove that. I'm going to do yours. Give me a minute. Okay, cool. So I'm going to share my screen. Dr. Sabine, I think I've asked to answer questions. If you've done it, I'll come to you again because you did put your thing. Okay. People have been hearing me, right? I didn't even turn the audio on. People have been hearing me. Just want to make sure. Looking at comments. Okay. So already love the and just to say, guys, Elaine is one of my previous coaches. She's an amazing TEDx coach. So she helped me with my TEDx coaching. Okay, so reach out to her. Many people have done amazing things through her. Okay, Elaine, yeah, your profile. This is the type of profile that you want. Whether you have your hand there or just your face, but you can clearly see her face. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, here is good, but it doesn't say much. It shows you that you've done your TEDx. Again, you can play around with your banner. Banner is like a thumbnail. Somebody's meant to see your banner and already kind of know exactly what you want, right? I will show you some examples of some really, really good banners, and then she's gonna laugh when I show it to her, show it off, but it's a really, really good one. Okay. Yeah. A very, very, very good banner. So you see, now, I would normally say you need to see your face like that, but it can work. It can sometimes work with your personality. But ideally you'd want to see your face, but it does work. Okay, it's an example of a really, really good banner. Yeah. So you can just want to give you time to just look at this as a very good example of just the first bit you say before we even go down. So it's request services. All right. Work with me. Naughty, Nicola. She's got her top post, but we should have a her newsletter or lead magnet there. All right. So something to improve upon. Okay, cool. So going back to Elaine. Trying to make sure I'm seeing comments. Sorry. I always get paranoid that people can't hear me. Sorry. Okay. Banners with designer. Good. Banners with designer. Good. I love that. Right. But for everybody else, right, you can create these on Canva. Okay. So create or think elevation, TM, helping leaders elevate how they think, perform, communicate, and perform. Good. Helping leaders. So she's speaking to leaders. Good. So this is where you can talk about some of your social proof, right? You want people to know, okay, you've helped. So if you help um uh people, your doula, for example, you might say 100 successful births, right? Now, no one, to be fair, anyone can make it up. So that's the truth. But the point is, if you're integral and you've done it, put it there, right? You might put it here. You might put featured in Forbes. You might put, your social proof. You're using this as the landing space. When people come to you, honestly, most people will be like, wow. especially if they've come because of a post. If you do really good posts and they come because of a post, they see these things, yeah. And helping leaders elevate how they think, communicate, perform. So what Elaine needs to do is this banner needs to show her value proposition. It needs to say something different. It can't say the exact same thing, but it needs to offer a value proposition that aligns with what she's saying here. Then this will make this really stronger. Right now, if I was going to rate it out of 10, is about 6.5. To make it a 9 to a 10 will be this banner needs to say something that really aids somebody. So when a leader comes into this, when a leader comes into this, they know exactly they want to elevate how they think, communicate, and perform. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So the only thing I would add is that you've missed okay, so okay. So where the only thing that's missing for me, it feels like the leaders. So when something needs to say, so leaders, if you want this, do you see what I mean? Because right now it's you said for speaking, hosting, workshop, and collaborations, but here you said for helping leaders elevate. So what is it? What are the leaders going to get from you? This is amazing. I think one or two more lines about when they work with you, they get this. What's the actual transformation they're going to get? Yes, they elevate their thinking, they elevate their thing, but what is the transformation? If you can say it in one sentence, that would be really, really good. What's this? Services. Okay, good. So services. So yeah, what we need here is what we need here. Again, you shouldn't have too many because most people are not going to scroll. That's just the truth. No one's really scrolling down to this. So we just need like a lead magnet, and if people are booking a call with you, like whatever is the step to do something, right? It should be here. You can have a third one. You can have a case study. If any of these are a case study to a degree, if you are the case study, then fine. But it shouldn't do no more than, because again, remember, most people on their phone, they're not going to be scrolling to this. That's just the honest truth. There will always be a few that do, but majority don't. Right? At scale, people will not do that. You always get one or two that will say, I read everything about your profile. Most are not doing that. Yeah. They read one or two things and they book a call with you, or one or two things and they want to speak to you. Cool. Okay, good. Love that. Thank you so much. So thank you so much. Okay, let me go all the way up. Okay. Sabina, have you answered some of the questions so that I can actually, it just helps me know exactly, because if I can't give advice and I don't know because I don't do the things like that. It'd just be like, what's the point of giving advice? I like to actually give it based on something that I'm understanding, so it's beneficial to you. Oh, Sabina, you're not come back. Maybe you jumped off. I don't know. Okay, Sabina, I'm gonna have to come back to you at the end then, maybe, because you're not. I don't know who you're targeting. It could be obvious in your profile, but it's just helpful to know. Okay, cool. So we are gonna go to LinkedIn user. Sorry, it doesn't always show everybody's name, unfortunately. So we're gonna go to you, but I need to find you as well. So I might need to check you on the phone, okay? Because it doesn't always show people's names. So as you're writing down, for those people who are just watching, those that have received the feedback, just let me know your thoughts, your feelings, how it's going. Everybody else as well. Just really helpful to know. It's helpful to know, because obviously I'm trying to. These things take time, and you end up only doing 2 or 3. I want to make sure that I can do. If I can do 10, so I've done 3 thus far. 10 is my minimum. If I can do more than 10, that'd be good. I think I can do more than 10. I think we've got enough time. So right now, sorry, I'm just looking at the person, because on the restream it just says LinkedIn user. So it's Michelle Fleming. Oh, Michelle, is he? Is me? Is you? Don't know why I didn't show up properly. Okay, so you support women of color to navigate power dynamics in the workplace. We are trained to believe promotions are merit based. That's a lie. We need to understand how power works and what levers to use to advance without getting. Okay, man. Okay, cool. Okay, okay. Thank you, Sabine. I'm gonna come. Oh, you've been responding. I can't see all the messages. So, Dr. Sabine, I'm coming to you. I'm gonna go to Michelle, and then I will um come to you. Okay. And it's a good point. If anybody feels they've been missed, DM me. Even though I can't, I won't look at. I won't show it in the screen. I can just it comes up. So you don't. Okay, cool. What I'm going to do, Michelle, let me look at your thing on my phone as well. Something you just got to look. I need to look on the phone just so I can see how it's actually really coming up. Yeah, anyway, yeah. So just looking at on it on the phone, it's not great, Michelle. Just the coloring is difficult to see on the phone. So it could be my eyes. Maybe people better eyes can see it, but yeah, I just knew. I just had to look at my thing. Yeah. So there's a lot of white space that doesn't make sense for me right now. Yeah. I'm not really sure what you could use something. Do you have got social proof there? Like, if I go to my one, um, right. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna do a post on this. One of the ladies that I'm reviewing did this for me. Literally did this for me. So this is a quick score, right? One of the things that my biggest pet peeves is people coming to me, asking for things without giving value. So say, oh, can we come with a partnership? Can you collaborate? Is that okay? Let's establish some value first. So one of the lovely ladies that I'm going to be reviewing after Dr. Sabine created this for me. And my husband said he felt it was better than what I did myself. Yeah. So he created this for me and I'm using it. So you see with this white space, I've put that there. I could put all of the things that have been featured in as well. Sometimes people put it up there, right? So the issue that I have is that there's just like, why do we need to see your name? We've already got your name here. You see what I'm saying? We've already got your name. Now you've just listed your services. It's not really showing me your value offering. You do executive coaching, you do corporate training, you do leadership development. What is the thing that holds them together? Right? Is leadership, right? Making organizations better. So corporate success isn't merit based. I teach women of color how to win anyway. Those are good taglines, not good headlines. Taglines is like, I teach women of color how to win anyway. But what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Win anyway in what? Go into the C-suite, get a high paying job. Like what is the pain that these women of color are facing? What are you solving? Yeah? I think the profile's good. I love the pink. It just makes it pop with your lips. Yeah, I love that. I just love that. I'm just not a fan of the band. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe a different type of pink. I'm not sure. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. The pink is fine, but I just feel like it's just something about it's not clear with the white, the wordings. Yeah, it's not good. And there's just a lot of white space. There's no value proposition there. Okay. You're not stuck because you lack expertise. You're stored because most women are taught promotion on merit based, not power. Okay. How do women are often taught to work harder? Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Decent. Yeah. This is okay. And then services. Good. I love it. Okay. What is this? Is this how much the audit? Yeah. Okay. Is it an audit? So even though this is good, I wasn't sure what this is. I wasn't sure if this is a book on a call. Like, so this needs to be kind of clear. You mentioned that it's an audit, right? So it should be very clear what it is. When I press this, where's it taking me to? Is it a call? Okay, it's an audit. It's not fully clear. Just to make it very clear, somebody booking a call with you, audit. There should be a lead magnet there as well. This is the lead magnet. Then fine. Then that's cool. Okay, good, good, good. I hope that helps. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna make sure that I stop sharing. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, okay, let's go. Who does say? Who did I promise now? Dr. Sabine, I know you've messaged me. Um, I know you messaged me. Good, good, good. So I'm going to go to Dr. Sabine now, yeah? So I'm just making sure some of these messages are, some of them are something else, some of them. Okay. Dr. Gillian Nation, I'm coming to you soon as well, yeah? So I'm going to do Dr. Sabine and I think Ade Bimpe I'm going to do, then I'm going to do Gillian Nation, okay? Who am I doing now? Dr. Sabine. Okay, Dr. Sabine, you messaged me, so let's go to you. Let me just check. Okay, so Dr. Sabine, I just want to make sure you said Dr. Sabine Charles helps professionals and organizations overcome outdated leadership, audit inefficiencies, mindset barriers by combating. Ah, okay, okay. Okay, so I can already see an issue, Dr. Sabine, by you messaging me. Dr. Sabine, you are a doctor. I'm just about to become a doctor. So we are very heady. We're very theoretical, yeah? Immediately, what you even sent me, I don't even get it. And I should get it because I'm at that level of doctorate level. So one of the things that we find, it took me a very long time, and please understand when I say this, yeah? As somebody who has spent only 2 years, since I was 2 years old, I have been in education. I actually love studying, yeah? I'm doing postdoctoral research. I have only took I dropped out of university, then took a gap year, then had a gap year after between something. So I think I've only taken maximum 2 to 3 years out of education from age 2 to now I'm 35. It took me nearly 30 plus years to realize that nobody wants my PhD. Nobody wants my academic level talk or conversation. Yeah. They want things straightforward and simple because people are busy. So that's already advice. What when you said that to me, even me, because I'm doing this quickly, right? I'm trying to get through as many profiles as possible. When I read that, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Now, if I had time, if it was like I'm reading it, I'd get what you're saying. So that's the feedback. Isn't that that's a bad thing? The feedback is that it has to be more simple. I'm not sharing the screen yet because I'm not saying anything. I'm not showing anything yet. She was a private message. That's why. Now I'm going to share my screen. Sorry, I was just I was just taken aback by that, and I thought, let me give that feedback to people to understand that sometimes your lack of clarity is because you're not thinking about the person who's receiving it and doesn't understand all of that stuff. Yeah, nobody wants your people want the abstract, not the thesis. Someone said, "Why not?" You might need to ask a lot. Why not? Because there's a bit of a delay when you say certain things. I won't know what you're referencing. Cool. Okay. I love your hair though. Sorry. Fairly Sister Lux. I love it. Do I like your banner? I'm not sure, man. Is a half half. I think your banner much better, Dr. Sabine. Much better. So Dr. Sabine has messaged me with an easier thing. Good. Yeah, the people that take feedback and implement quickly. Yeah. I help auditors, leaders become more confident, strategic, emotionally intelligent, and future ready. Yes. I think we can even make it a little bit more simplistic because it's still a bit long winded. However, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Much better. Much better. Okay. Compared to what you sent me before. If I'm really honest, I'm half and half on your banner. I love elevating leaders to the top 1%, but everything else, trusted by 14,500 leaders. Cool. I think that like there's just too much stuff in that. Advisory, again, you're saying your service. I don't know if that is necessary to put that there. Charles Left's tapping. I don't know what that means, Dr. Sir. Are these the companies that you have? If that is, no. Contact us, free consultation. So no. So I think the issue is that your this headline, that value proposition is brilliant. Even trusted by Fortune, this bit kills the whole thing. So I think you need to take that off, right? Or redo it and reposition it a different way. Again, I don't know if you need your logo there. It's just space that you don't need. So you can say book or call. I don't know if your CTA is book or call. Yeah. So one-on-one book or call. That's what you can use there. I love this. This is really good. I think, yeah, your profile is fine for me. Yeah, I think it's just this bit. This bit needs to be removed. It's just unnecessary. Okay. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. So, yeah, no, 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 no. Sweet emotion, nah. Okay, so, okay. There are, this could work because remember, you don't always have to say I help. Not everyone's got to do the exact same, right? There is, see, I'm gonna, when I'm thinking, I'll see if I can find you people who do things in a different way. You don't have to write the same thing. Like, I help. Da, 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 da. It can be written in a different way. So even this 400 professionals. I've taken 400 plus professionals from X to Y. That's a good way. You know, that's one way of doing it. Yeah. But I just don't think that um yeah, I don't think that's good, that really, I don't know what that means. Yeah. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to think of okay. I'm trying to I'm trying to think of examples. That's why I'm delaying, guys. Give me a minute. I'm trying to show you other examples of just the same, like I help. That's what I'm just trying to think of how to get it quickly. I'm looking at my phone. Um, give me a minute. Okay, this is another way. This is another one, another example. Okay, another person. And also, you never arrive at one. You always change it. So yeah. So this is a good example, right? Stop faking it. Turn your personality into a paid speaker or engine. Join my content feature section. These are the company's social proof. Personality plus positioning plus 10K gigs. You see? So it doesn't always have to be like I help black women to XYZ, right? So there's something you can play around with. I'll see if I can give an example if it comes to me. Um, but I don't know. Hopefully, you're getting that, Sabine. If you need more help on that, I can think. I'm just trying to see if I can give an example. I'm just looking to see if I can show an example. Um, okay, yeah, that's a good example. So some people, so sometimes, yeah, make LinkedIn your number one client acquisition channel. Yeah. So he definitely works with a lot of founders. Yeah. A lot of founders, people who yeah, a lot of founders, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of founders. So that language as well definitely fits in with people who want LinkedIn to be their main channel that brings them clients, right? Whether they've got a B2B SaaS company, etc., etc. So sometimes your headline can be the result that you give them. I want LinkedIn to be your main acquisition channel. So you say make LinkedIn your number one client acquisition channel. So when I think about yourself, right, when you message me saying that essentially you want people to have, leaders become more confident, strategic, emotionally. That's what I say. What if there's something what's the full thing? So I want Black women to get paid on LinkedIn. Yes, I want them to gain their visibility, their authority, but essentially, I want Black women to get paid on LinkedIn. LinkedIn that pays. What is the thing that they get at the overall thing that you can then put there? Right? That's bold, that's in your face, that gets people going, ooh, right? Sometimes it takes time. You might not arrive there immediately. You might get bit better, tweak it, and the next day go, oh, let me change it that. But that's what you need to be thinking. When people see you in the comment section, they see your post, they see only the first few 45 words of your headline. Is it gonna get them to go, oh, let me click that? Okay, let me quickly read this. This reads more like a bio, like a bio. There's nothing there that, if I'm a leader that wants to transform, that makes me go, right? We don't need to know that your career spans 2 decades in that way, in the way you've written it. So I think the best thing that you've written here, right, is I have led high perform. This is it. This is a key paragraph. I believe every person. You can say you carry a unique voice, a powerful story. Do you see what I'm saying? You say I believe every person carries a unique voice. You carry a unique voice, a powerful story. But what's the thing that's stopping them? So people carry a unique voice, a powerful story, the ability to make meaningful change. But what is the thing? What is the pain? Yeah, what is the pain? What are they experiencing? So you find your voice. Are you unlocking their voice, unlocking their power? Okay. Hope that helps. That's good. Oh, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is either. So I'm not really sure what these two are, but this is good. So is it a lead magnet? Like, what is it? That'd be good to know. Okay. Hope that has helped. If I spend longer on one than the other, it's just my mind goes to different things. So it's just me then thinking, right? So if some people it might be quicker, some might be longer. It's not a thing. The person that said why not, you answered my question. Thank you. Okay, cool, no problem. Okay, who does say I'm going to go next? Adebimpe, I'm coming to you, right? So your client are female founders, lot be known as social graphic designer, generative expert. So your clients are female founders. Okay, cool. Okay, so who am I doing? Adebimpe. So this person that I'm doing is actually the person that did my banner and featured. Thank you. Let me know what you're learning. What is impact? What is it that you didn't know before that you did know now? Yeah, what is it you didn't know before, but you did know now? By the way, guys, this is so much fun. Like, oh my god, we understand. Like, this is so much fun. Look, I might push it to 2 and look. I thought it was 12 o'clock I was finishing, so I might even do another extra hour. So look, I'm ready. In the next week, we're going to do posts. I will review your posts. I need to create that, but I'm going to be reviewing your posts. What day am I going live? I can't remember what day I'm going live, but it'll be coming out soon. I'll be reviewing your posts, not posts, that one post. So you'll give me a post and you want me to explain why. Cool. Well, look, Adebimpe, you created mine, innit? So the truth is, let me make sure you can hear me. So I just get paranoid after that last time you couldn't hear me, guys. Let me share my screen, make sure entire screen is yeah, making sure you guys can hear me. Cool. You already know. So this is the only thing I would say, Dave, I'm going to give a critique. I do think that this is a bit. This is a lot. Let me check the phone. Bala, I love you. Bala said, I'm before Julian Nation. Bala said, I beg, you need to come to me first. Oh, we know they carry last. Okay, Adebimpe. I've got time, guys. Anyways, I think I just need to get socks. My feet is cold. So probably like in a minute, I'll just quickly go get socks because my feet is just cold. Other than that, I'm good to go for as long as possible now. Okay, Adebimpe. Visual content makes your brain capture attention. I don't. You know what? I quite like it. I like it, even though I do think it's a bit like just a lot of words. It is a lot of words. I think it works. You know what you do, and that's what you did for me. What I think Adebimpe does, and it's a graphic design technique. It's you elevate the words that you want the person to pay attention to. So although there's a lot of words, capture attention, attracts quality leads, build authority, both are what's in yellow. So that's what I see first. So even though it's a lot of words together, actually you kind of get what she wants to say. Yeah. So I actually think, and you know what? And the reason why you're so powerful, Adebimpe, and you doing what you did for me is that immediately you did that, I'm sitting here looking about how I can either work with you, give you to somebody like you've given me so much value, I've used it. It's a no-brainer. Whether you work with me or not, I will either patronize your services or get people to patronize your services, right? Because you did such a good thing for me, provide so much value. This is brilliant. I love that. I love that. I just love that. Right? AI is amazing, but some AI can't do that. Yeah. Sometimes you do have to pay somebody. So if anybody needs their banner done, go to Adebimpe. Use code Ingozi. I don't have a code, but just say Ingozi sent you, yeah? Ingozi sent you. Okay, high impact event coordinating, brand visuals, AI create. So that's the only thing. So where it goes down, right? This would have been a 10 out of 10 for this bit. Is the high impact event coordinating, brand visuals, AI creative, video content that builds strong. So that's the thing. The bit that you've written that makes sense is video content that builds a strong online presence. All the other bit is just a bit like, okay, that's the things that you do. It's just very slightly a bit wordy. There's a person who does, I don't know if does the same thing as you. I want to find them to give you an example of a potential of what you can do. So I'm trying to find it. If not, I've got to send it to my husband. I found it. No, I know I saved it, so don't take the mic. I will find this by fire by force for you at Adebimpe. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is it. This is it. Okay. Okay. So what the person did, I don't know if it's exactly the same thing, but I just liked how he did it. So you say he wrote book a call, re-edit videos people want to watch. He does two, which is fine. So he does a dynamic banner. Actually want to watch. He puts the people. So I love that. You did the same. I love you are next. Just think that's good. I do. So again, is there a way that you can make this just a few words? Like he literally write, or if you want to do that, do a dynamic one so you can then add more there. And then I make epic videos for brands. Yeah, so go follow this person or go into his profile at Adebimpe. I know you already, and look at how he does his thing. But I think this is, yeah. I actually think you probably should do that. With your skills, you can create a dynamic one and make this like one liner that's just epic, that's just powerful. And then you can do a second one and add a little bit more stuff. Your headline needs to be better, right? I'm not saying it's got to be just like this, it could be a little bit more, but even this is probably better than all of these other things. I know you want to show people what you do, but this could be stronger, but out of everything, that's the best thing here. Okay. See, that's like a CV. You know, when you're doing a cover letter with over 5 years of experience, or when you're applying to something on Upworks. Yeah, this is not what's needed. Yeah. He started off with saying, my agency is not just an editing agency, it's a content engine, right? Unless you want people to hire you as that, and if that's the case, fine. I don't need to know what by day you do and by night you do. This is not Batman. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to know that you're Batman. Yeah, but by day you're a billionaire, and then by night you're Batman. What I need to know is what is the overall thing. Are you a content engine? Are you a social media manager? Are you a graphic designer? Are you the whole content suite? I am your whole content suite. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, what is it that you are providing for them? Are you providing the whole content suite for busy founders? Why would somebody need to work with you when they've got AI right now? You're competing with AI at the BIMPay. Yes, you can use it, but you're also competing with AI. There are still founders that don't want to really learn AI. They want to pay you to do it. There are founders there. I still pay people to do things. I can use AI, but I pay people to do things because I don't have that time to do everything myself, right? Once you get to a certain level, you don't want that. You don't need to do that. But I'm not seeing that. Yeah, no. This is 2 years ago, what you might write. This needs to be written differently. Now, for now, I think it's good. It specifically says what people do, but find a way with AI to help you consolidate all that you do. Because you ain't got to specifically say, I help you create a profile and a banner and a this and a that. You help take struggling social media pages to magnetic. Do you see what I'm trying to say? What connects all of them is you help people's visuals stand out like you did for mine so they can attract the clients. What is the pain? You can talk about the process a little bit, but you can't name all of that. It's just that's not necessary. You say that in the call. Yeah, or you can put that in your services. So like some people had services. So I realized that you haven't services. So you can have a service that has these specific things. Yeah. Your portfolio. Yes, I love that, but this is media, so it doesn't go it. So just DM. It would be good if it goes to a link or something, so people can DM you. Fair enough, but it'll be really good. So this goes to your portfolio. Cool. This could be better, but I'm not here to talk about your website. But yeah, cool. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Okay. Well, the Bola, you're next, yeah. Oh, God. Somebody wants to ask you a question, Gavina. I hope you'll write to me on LinkedIn privately. Gavina, I hope this is a legitimate thing. Gavina, you should write to Ade Bimpe, please. You know, write to Ade Bimpe. If it's a serious inquiry about business, Gavino, write to Ade Bimpe privately. Ade Bimpe, don't message. You write when someone wants to you message them. So Gavino, connect with Ade Bimpe. She can connect with you. Then you message her if it's something that you want. Okay, cool. So, Bola, I'm coming to you. Not Bola John, the other Bola. There's two Bolas here. No, you're so welcome. Rums, you are so welcome. Okay, Linda, I'll come to you. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to Bola now. Going to the Bola. Bola's like, you must do me. I will do you, Bola. I am doing you. Okay, cool. Okay, Bola, are you ready? Oh, Bola, did you tell me who what you do? Let me just check about Bola. Guys, give me a minute. Let me get some socks, okay? You guys are delayed anyway, so by the time you come to me, I'll be. Let me get socks. Warm. Oh, good. Okay, I think after Bud, I just have to literally go to the lady. I wouldn't normally do it, but it seems like this is going to be one. Oh, let's do this. Okay, so Oh, sorry, I'm gonna go to. Well, okay. You probably DM'd me. You've probably written it on the messages. Okay, I'm looking brother for your message. So no, just to say to anyone, yes, obviously, people can be on there a bit longer, but at least a minimum of 1 hour. The bigger you get, obviously, the more time you will max spend on LinkedIn. And obviously, if you don't have a team, okay, go into Bala, just looking. But I don't think you've said exactly what you do yet. So, okay, ideal client profile SMEs, not for profit organization. I'm just setting up a broad advisory boutique and fractional general counsel service, partnering with boards to become more effective and deal with complexity. Okay. Okay, small to medium sized. So SME stands for small to medium sized enterprises, not for profit organizations. I'm just setting up a board advisory boutique. So okay, yeah, you're at that level, ex CEO. Yeah. So you work with the 1%, right? You so already, okay, I'm not sharing my screen purposely just because always calm about business. Okay. Gabino. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, good. Good. Let me share my screen now. So Bola, you work at a very high level. So when I was interviewing for my doctorate, yeah, do you know how difficult it was to even meet some of these top people? It was difficult. It was difficult to meet them because they are busy. So you operate at that level. So then, even more so, you work with the top creme de la creme of people. Yeah, we have to understand if you're. So let me say this, right? The reason I say this, right? Because I want to make sure when someone say that targeting students would be different than targeting CEOs. So that's what I mean. So CEOs, the CEO could be making 30K, but then somebody could be making £600,000, right? So the way the person thinks, their mindset, they think of every different level. The same way as a person who makes 10, 20 million a year is very different to somebody who makes 100K a year, right? So you know this already. When you operate at that level, they like things a certain way. They like to feel exclusive and premium. Yeah. So right now, your brand ain't giving that. Ain't giving that. This color ain't good. This ain't good. This picture ain't good. Yeah. So this is completely not good. The one good thing right now is your profile image. I think your profile image is beautiful and it's perfect. This I don't know. Sure. This is like you're speaking in church. Can I get an amen? Yeah. So this needs to be completely redone. Okay. To target the type of people you're speaking to, and that is perfect for LinkedIn. Absolutely perfect because those people live on LinkedIn. There's some people right now on this call watch the replay at that level. Yeah. So those are your target audience. Ex CEO of what? You can be ex CEO of your own business that didn't make no money. So it doesn't mean anything. When you say in INED, you mean is that international Ned? Because I know Ned, but I don't know what INED is. So is that international Ned? So I don't know what that means. So already you operate at a level, and I totally get that you would want that to be that seen and done, right? I appreciate that, but it doesn't have to be in your headline. This doesn't mean anything really. It means something to you, but not to your ideal person in the way you think it does. Yes, it gives some sort of credence that you operate at that level, yeah. But when you're thinking about people who are already busy on LinkedIn, liking, and then jumping off to a board meeting, in 5 seconds, they need to land on your profile and see what you're about. You already know that. I have meetings with people on that level, and some of them ain't got no time. Everything is just like very, very, very quick. So even who was it, Sabine, about ADHD at that level, that's double. So imagine somebody who hasn't got ADHD up at that level, who's already busy, everything's pulling for their attention, and they've got ADHD on top. They definitely ain't got time. So that means things has to be clear, precise. So when they jump on your profile, they know exactly what it is. Oh, you're speaking to me. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Boom. Let me book a meeting with you. Yeah. So nothing on your profile right now is speaking to that. And I totally get you said that you're in that process. You're in that process. So I do appreciate that. Yeah. I know you're messaging me right now as you're speaking. Um okay, cool. I was independent. Okay, independent. It sounds like independent Ned. I rarely see anyone say I Ned, so I just think you can just say Ned personally. Neds are meant to be independent anyways, right? Um but yeah, ex CEO just doesn't make any sense. This is good for what it is right now, but if you want to enter into a place where you are targeting, those high level individuals, organizations, it needs to be written in a different way, as them as the hero of the conversation. This is your biography. This is your cover letter, right? It's hard to let go. I do get it. It's hard to let go of that. Copy and paste and put it somewhere. You need it. You might need it for your bio when you're talking at events, right? But this doesn't tell me, if I operate at that level, why would I want to work with you? I just know that this is what you've done. I'll be like, wow, I'm a fellow peer. This is me saying you are a fellow peer. You would be really good for if I was interviewing for my doctoral research, but not as the potential client or whatever you're trying to get. I know you're in process of doing that. Yeah. A nice plug. That's what I'll be doing in the brand accelerator. I'll be going into deepers. You'll be transforming this with me. Yeah. Using AI to do this quickly because we ain't got time. Unless you want to pay someone, which is completely fine, you can do that. But you'll be revamping your profile and getting even greater level feedback. Okay. Yeah, your what's this called? Featured. It's okay for now. For where you want to go, no. But for where you are now, then that's totally fine. But for where you want to go, you want to change this. You want to change this. Yeah. So you would want a lead magnet. If they are booking a call to work with you, you determine how they do a call of action. You determine how you call it: strategy call, discovery call, clarity call, whatever you want to call it. You determine that. But if you want someone to book a call with you because you want to see if you're a good fit to work with them, then put something there that they can do so. Yeah, you could put services there as well potentially. Remember, you're working with top performers at a high level. They think quick. Okay. Let me know if you need anything else, but that'd be what I say. So this needs full reworking. This is a full overhaul that you need, Bola. Yeah. Okay. Now, Julian, I'm going to. Let me just go straight to you, Julian. Let me look at what you have. Oh, thank God you just messaged me. Thank you, Julian. Just about to ask you. I was just about to ask you what you. I help overperforming women start leading whole. What does that mean, Julian? Start leaving whole. Yeah. What does that mean? Yeah. So as soon as I see something like that, I'm like, it's fluffy. So I'm just thinking as I'm reading everything, thinking I help high performance. So Your profile is just as good as your content. Your profile needs to be first. So sometimes you can get away, I think, sometimes with a very, for me, I don't know what that means. I don't know what the transformation is, right? That that could be fine if your content is strong. So I'm not reviewing content. But as I'm reviewing profiles on the whole, without seeing the context of the content you make, I help. And people can say it. And bear in mind, yeah, I don't have to do this. And we all go on somebody, but I'm asking those that when you get to this point when you hear about Julia Nation, just this. Anybody who's a high performing woman, let me know. I could remember. This is just my opinion. This does this bit make sense? I think I know what you're getting at, but I just don't think it's strong enough. I think it's just one of those kind of like good AI things that AI gives you. So you might not be able to get it straight away. Please understand that I literally tweaked my headline. Was it yesterday? I tweak it every week. Maybe not every week, but I tweak it often. Everyone that follows me really watches me. You've seen that I've tweaked my thing. I even changed my banner literally yesterday because of Ade Bimpe. So I am constantly doing that. But just as a initial thing, I just don't think it's a bit vague. Yeah. Nation speaking and consulting. JN is covered, so there's no point having a JN. Trauma informed leadership. No, 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 no. Again, what is your value proposition? I don't think I need to know that you're an EDD candidate at Georgia State University. So a lot of space is not being used. Nation speaking and consulting. I don't need to know the name of your company like that. What I need to know is the value proposition that you are saying. Your USP, your value proposition should be quite clear here. This needs to be stronger. Keynote speaker of what? Everyone can say they're a keynote speaker. What keynote speaker? Are you an AI keynote speaker? Are you a personal brand keynote speaker? Are you a burnout keynote speaker? Specifically say, I don't think I like all of the diamond. I don't think it's necessary. Just put a hash, right? People are quick. We ain't got time. Performing is a new breaking point. I kind of like that. I like it, but I don't know if I like it. Like I don't know what it is that you. I don't really know what you're saying. Basically, if you were saying something care, I would actually like performing is a new breaking point. But I don't know if I like it anymore because I don't know what this has been said. I initially did like performing is a new breaking point. When I read the rest of your headline, I then got a bit confused. Again, there's no website here. There's no button, so that means you haven't got a LinkedIn Premium. That's fine, but just so you're aware, there's no click website. Cool. Some leaders don't quit because they're weak. They quit because they don't took mentally. I see. I find it sometimes your abouts are good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Some leaders don't quit because they're weak. They quit because no one taught them how to lead whole. But then I think you should do a gutter punch. Like the more the pain. So what does that mean? They leave because no one taught them to lead whole. Okay, and yeah, and what's the pain? Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm Julian Nation, born in Jamaica, leading in America, and a mission to train how we develop leaders from the inside out. I quite like that. I like that. Quite like that. I think another line is missing. Yeah, we don't need this bit. I've had it for a while. I did have for a very long time. My research was on my bio. I was like, everyone needs to know. Everyone needs to know. Just 5 years I've been doing. But I'm like, you know what? Oh, you know what? Yeah. And you could have it. Like, there's nothing wrong with just doing that at the bottom. I don't think it should be there. This is a bit short. Again, you're missing out on a lot of things to say, right? I think this debate is very strong. I love this line as well. Not sure this is necessary. Or if you're going to do it, you can just do one line of your research. Do we need to know the university? I'm not really sure. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like those things not necessary. What's this? I don't know what that means. But the journey is that, yeah, that's usually like an Instagram thing or TikTok thing. Not sure. LinkedIn, we don't really do hashtags anymore. It's not really popular. It's not needed. I'm also the founder of Nation Speaking Consulting Network, where I work with leaders, educators, and organizations through speaking. Yeah, you're just telling me what you do. You're just listing what you do rather than telling me as a leader or because you said leaders, but then you're talking about high performing women leaders, right? So this, again, what I'm picking up on is that we need the hero. We're listing our credentials. That is good. There is a time and a place for that. But what needs to be really said is who you're targeting, The problem. So what you do in the headline is what you then expand in the about. I need to read this as a woman leader, high performing leader who says, "Girl, me too. I'm tired. I've quit. I've burnt out. But you can do that. You offer me this. Wow. Okay, I'm interested. Yeah, yeah. Okay. It's a bit like a website. People are not really going to websites anymore. People do, but people are not needing to go to websites. Your LinkedIn is a website alone. One of my coaches doesn't have a website at all. If you put a name, no one is going to come. She makes £1 million from her LinkedIn alone, and other things, right? But just saying to you, okay. So I think that's it for that. If I said I think it's a bit dark, Julian. The background is a bit dark. I'm not sure about that. I can't really see your face. It's not really clear. So the image I can see is good, but it's not clear. It's too dark. It's too dark. And you haven't got links. Yeah, we don't need all of this. We don't need this. Sorry. We don't need this. You should have a service. I think for you should have services. That would be good for you. And we need a lead magnet and we need, book a call or something like that. Yeah? Sorry, did I laugh? Sorry. I'm laughing at people if I'm laughing. Okay, give me a minute, guys. I'm going to go to toilet. I'm going to write back. Can somebody help me? Dana, can you let me know who's next? That would be good. Let me know who's next. So by the time I come back, I'll know who is next. I've gotten a few DMs as well, but I know people put in the comments who is next. So it's going to go pop. I wish I could play some elevator music. Just think about that in your head. Elevator music. Okay. I'm cold. Okay, so I've done Dream Nation. Cool. On Canvas now, exploring. Good, good, good. I'm here, LinkedIn. I'm very new to LinkedIn and I feel like I'm overthinking what to write. Joy Mokasa. Okay. So that's the interesting point. The only way to know what to write is to understand first and foremost who you are targeting and what are they interested in knowing and understanding. LinkedIn is all about moving people through a journey of I know I have a problem. I'm aware that there is solutions out there, and you're the solution. Yeah. What do you need to write in order for your potential client to say, "Wow, that makes sense. It's really talking to me. You're really helping me solve this problem. Let's take the next step forward." Okay. Okay. It's not your eyes. It's hard to change. It's hard to. Okay, cool. No worries, Talifa. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. I'm waiting to see Jen. Are you messaging me just to see who is the next people to? You're so welcome. There's that saying thank you. Understand doesn't answer the question, and this is exactly what I need to enroll you. I've oh, okay, good. Okay. Oh wait, my Jen hasn't sent it to me yet. So then when you can, but let me start with what I see. Okay, how many have I done so far? I feel like I've not done many. I'm gonna do like I'm trying to do a lot, man. Okay, Muffon. So Muffin, you came after Dr. Sabine, right? So you actually came after Dr. Sabine. Muffin, did you answer some of the questions though? Okay, okay. I'm assuming that's Michelle, LinkedIn user. It comes up as LinkedIn user on my Restream platform, so I think that's Michelle. Where will you share, Jennifer? Okay, Muffin, you haven't answered the questions. If you have, sorry, I might have to wait for you to message me. So I'm gonna go to Muffin, come back to me to answer the question. I'll come to you in a bit. Is there someone messaging? I was going to see if there's somebody that I need to. Um, yes. So if Inia gave a good example, this is so. When I say Black women founders, that could be of a product based business. That could be of a service based business. That can be a consultant, therapist, coach, you name it. Personal brand is not limited to a type of business, right? If you it's founder led stories. It's all about you as the founder sharing your story, right? So I'm not saying I'm helping you as a product-based business build an e-commerce site. No, I created an e-commerce business and it failed. Yeah, so I cannot tell you how to create a successful e-commerce business, but I can tell you, irrespective of whether it's e-commerce, whether it's service-based, if you build a personal brand, a very good example of that is a lady in the UK called Amma. She was the former founder of Plant Made. Right? Remember last week or the week before I told you several Black female-led businesses, both in the UK and America, have all gone bust, right? Even Pinky, what's her name, that did slut vegan slut, some slutty vegan. She built her restaurant on her personal brand. Yeah. Amma built Plant Made on her personal brand. And then once Plant Made went where it went, someone else has taken over. She's now become a creator, like her personal brand, documenting and getting brand partnership because she built her personal brand. Whereas there was somebody in the UK who I think had a very successful business in Birmingham, but for whatever reason it went down. Now he's trying to build his personal brand because no one really knew who he was. They knew his business. So sometimes we focus on that. My previous business that I talk about, people didn't really know me. I hid behind the business. So some people did, and I did some stuff. But once it started to take off, I hid behind the business. So people didn't really know me. So I started to build my personal brand after that, if that makes sense. I focused on my business brand because please believe me, I don't actually like social media, right? So I really believe in about there's a way of using social media for your benefit without having to share your entire public life. I don't believe in all that. I'm very private. Many things I put on social media, no one will ever know. Only friends and family know. Yeah, I'm not trying to be an influencer and share my entire life and my business. So, if you focus pure on the business brand, that might have worked pre-COVID. Post-COVID now, fortunately or unfortunately, you need a personal brand. So the answer to the question is yes. You don't need. It's not about just service based. Yes, most of the people that are messaging me are service based, but it's not. That's not the case. Um, Let me give you an example. I'm giving you guys an example of somebody who is not service based. Yeah, sorry guys. I will come back to the profiles, but hopefully I know this is still helpful regardless. Um, because we don't know what we don't know until we know it, right? Now you can't unknow what you don't know. That's it. You can't unknow what you don't know. So now that you know it, it's about trying to make these implementations, right? But remember, your profile alone isn't the only thing. Okay. So this person, she I believe sells products, does lots of different things. So number one female creator worldwide, CEO and founder of Better Me, health coach, Harvard. So now for me, that's not beneficial, but actually Better Me is very massive on Instagram. So when I found her on Instagram, she can say that because Better Me is a very recognized, it's not like a Coca-Cola, but is a 7-figure brand. It's got thousands of fans, thousands of people following. health coach, Harvard guest speaker, fourth rate under 30, on a mission to create an inclusive, healthier world. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, she has a SaaS platform. So it's not necessarily a product, but it's not a service. Yeah. It's not like a coach or consultant. Yeah. So 150 million. So this is actually a tech company, right? A tech company, and she does that. It's so funny. Quite a few people, number one female creator worldwide, number one female, sorry, ranked number one female creator on LinkedIn, right? So many people will claim that is interesting. Interesting. Okay, that just caught my attention. Cool. Okay, cool. Let's go to a platform. So who am I reviewing now? Jana, have you messaged me? Okay, you have. Okay, so I'm looking at Jana, why are you there? Hold on. You shouldn't be there. Jana, you're in my archives. That's probably why I couldn't see you. I'm like, why are you in my archive? Trying to get you out of my archive. Okay, so okay, good. So Jana, you've messaged me. I'm looking at the next person to Linda. So I'm gonna do you, Linda. And then okay, let's just do Linda. Linda does okay. Can I know what Linda does? Can Linda or Jana, can you send me what Linda does before I go to Linda? Let me go to Linda. Okay. Let me write her name. Linda Asampa. Okay. Oh, you're Ghanaian. She messaged on LinkedIn. Okay, she messaged on LinkedIn, yeah. Okay, I'll read it on LinkedIn. Linda Asampa, that's come up. Cool. Okay. I'm just gonna read. Okay, good, yeah. LinkedIn profile review. Hi, I hope you're okay, you've messaged on LinkedIn, but Linda, can you send me like what do you do? Who are you targeting? Obviously I can kind of guesstimate, but it's just helpful to know because it makes me then see that if you are saying the reason why I'm asking for that is because sometimes what we're saying who we want to target is not really translating. Yeah, I got feedback. Anyone that's done a doctorate, I got feedback from my supervisor. So when she's giving me feedback, I'm like, oh, so are you saying that basically what I'm telling you is not what you're picking up? She's like, yeah, because when you're in it, you're writing, right? You're writing it, but it's not translating the way you think because you're in it. So that's the reason why I'm asking about what it is, who you're targeting, and stuff like that. Because how you think you're presenting yourself to the world may not necessarily be how your ideal client is perceiving this. So, let me just continue. Transforming unseen clinical effort into operational sustainability. Clinical pharmacist, co-founder and CEO, Vitality Care Health Services. Already I can see that this is a good story, but probably not necessary because shouldn't there be a link to your website or whatever it is, right? So I'm just, yeah. So right now I'm like, okay, where's your website? Very few people are going to go. You see what I mean? Very few people are going to do that. Actually, you're creating work for me. Your LinkedIn page needs to be easily navigatable for the person because remember, people are busy. Life has changed, unfortunately, and unfortunately. Yeah, people are busy. People go through people's profile quickly. So right now, if I wanted to work with you, Linda, or go or use your business or whatever it is, I'm like, where's your website? So let me write Vitality Care Hair Services in Google. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. Is that it? No, that's not. That's Vitality Health Insurance. Do you see what I'm saying? Is it this Seven Oaks? I don't know. Is it this Care Services? Is it? Do you see what I'm saying? So several things come up. I don't know which one is you. You're in Washington, so this is obviously coming up with the UK, which obviously makes sense. But do you see what I'm trying to say? So obviously, without the full context, I can't give you the full critique. But already, there's a few things missing. So I don't know if you're going to watch the replay and you think, I was the co-founder and CEO. Do you need to? That's a lot of words. Could you just write CEO? You have to write co-founder. You could write co-founder here, right? You're thinking about the space. Clinical pharmacist. Okay, is that important? It could be important. Oh, I think you. Okay. Yeah, that's all I can give right now. 'Cause I don't know the person you're actually targeting, how it is. I can tell that you have got um a health company. Is it a health tech? Oh, is this the website? vitalitycare.health? Is that the website? Right? On people's phone, it's very difficult. So I'm on the internet, I'm on the laptop, right? It's very difficult on the phone to copy and paste. You have to write it. So you've given me extra words, and obviously I've got to leave the LinkedIn app and go onto my Chrome or whatever. It's long. I'm not that invested. It's hard to say, but you have to kind of think about it in that way. Unfortunately, people won't necessarily be as invested as you think you are, as you are, unless you are coming up on their profile all the time. Like, oh my god, I'm seeing Linda, I'm seeing Linda, I'm seeing Linda. Then maybe by the third time, like, okay, fine, I'm going to go to a website. When they first jump on your profile, if it's too hard, people ain't got time. Just like, I can't bothered. You want to reduce the friction. You want to increase friction when somebody does like book a call with you. You have an application and you want to make sure it's the right person. You want to qualify the person. So you increase the level of friction. So the people that come through are people that have taken time to want to apply. Because some people just waste your time. People will jump on a call and waste your time. Right? People jump on a call and be like, oh, I want to collaborate with you, but this is to see if you want this, not that. Like, you want to collaborate with me, email me, DM me, something different. See what I'm saying? So, um, cool. I'm going to leave you, Linda. Haven't heard back from you, but I hope for others that actually really helps as well. So people that are running a health tech company, right? Good. That's completely fine. I gave an example of that lady who is running a health tech company, right? She was able to synthesize exactly what's the aim. You could, if you're running a health tech company, if you're running a tech company or a product-based company, what's your mission? Your mission could be this. Your mission could be if you do healthy sweets, right? Your mission could be enjoying sweets in a healthy way, right? It's going to be very different to a service-based person. So you can definitely have that line there, and you want people to see your mission. So the difference would be is that when people come onto your profile, they are trying to connect with your mission, because when you're building a personal brand around like a company, like a SaaS company, or a kind of not like a service-based company, like where you are the person delivering the services, right? You've got a company, right? People are connected to you, the founder, your story. So people need to buy into you. Still about them, but they're buying into your story a lot more because your company is the entity that you're promoting. Whereas when when you are promoting a service-based company, like you're a coach and consultant, is even easier because you are the therapist, you are the coach, until you get really, really big, and then it's not really you, but you are the person, you are the face. Oh, you've been writing in the chat. Sorry, because I thought you were going to be DMing me. Apologies. That's me. Yes, I'm Ghanaian behavioral clinics. I think you're a bit late, delayed now, but good. Oh, you're so welcome, Trainer Dayton. I'm so happy. I'm good. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Who's the next person? Who's the next person so I can begin? Okay, the next person is Tonya Holloway. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you sent me a few. So LinkedIn is Tonya Holloway. She mentioned on LinkedIn too. Oh, so I'm just looking. Yeah, Tonya. Not Tony. Tony Holloway. I was like Tony Holloway. So Tony Holloway. Sorry if you have said what you do. If I can, somebody can, because there's so many messages now. It's hard to see what people are doing. Thank you, Jana. Can you find where Tony Holloway said what she does? I know I've seen it somewhere. I've seen people somewhere. It's just I'm telling you, looking at your page on LinkedIn on my phone at the moment, just as I'm waiting. Okay. I'm liking it just already. I'll give the feedback fully. Gabina Russo, you're messaging everybody. I hope you're not a troll or an interesting person, because why are you messaging everybody privately? Sorry. It's just I find that weird. So if you are, yeah, please, if you to come off my chat. If you're not, apologies, but you've messaged several different people. I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding why. Okay. So Tony Holloway, I know there's a bit of a delay, so you might be far back. I'm looking for Tony. Maybe I've missed it somewhere. Yes, exactly. Not focusing on you, Tony. I'm trying to find you. Let's see. Tony, have you sent me? Okay, Tony, I might have to come back to you. I'll come back to you, Tony, because I want to. Yeah, I'll come back to you. Okay. So I'm going to go to. I think Simone's written something. Just looking. Dr. Tara. Oh yeah, so Dr. Tara, what I'm asking for is who you're targeting. Okay, you've written that. Good, I'll come to you then as well. And I've just got. Okay. So then the person that I have next, so Tony, when you come to this point, I need to know who you're targeting. If you've written it, apologies. If you write, it's just so there's so many different places I'm looking at. So I'm looking at Ivy Obaha. I'm bad with names. Ivy Oba Sohan. Ivy Oba Sohan. I need to know who you're targeting. I would definitely need to know who you're targeting, because your profile right now is looking like a typical employee's profile. So I won't be able to know at all who you're targeting. So Ivy, if I've called your name, they do it in church. They call your car when you're at a party. Can the person who owns anyone that goes to Nigerian parties knows what I'm talking about? If that person who owns the Mercedes Benz LV, so I'm giving you guys notice. Oh, thank you, Stella. Love you, Stella. Okay, Simone, I've got you now. So So I'm going to go to you, Simone, because I've seen your thing. Okay, Simone Mays. Tony, I'm going to come back to you. Okay, I'm going to come back to you, Tony. Okay, so I'm going to come to you, Simone Mays. Okay. Okay. Let me see how it looks on the phone as well. Oh, thank you, trainer. Good. How do you get profile reviewed? So, how you get profile reviewed? Jana or somebody can put it in the chat what I'm asking for as well. That can just help me. For anyone that puts messages, let me just make sure that the sound is on. Okay. I'll probably guys go to 11:30. When your energy has gone down now. Like my energy has gone down. Okay, cool. I'm looking at you also, Simone. Tanya left early. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. She left early. Okay, cool. Did Tony say anything? If she did, I can still review it. She can come back to it. We can message her and tell her that we reviewed it. Okay. So I'm just looking at it on my phone as well. Good. Good. So Simone. But the sustainable, did you write? Sorry, you've written what you do. Can't find for Tony. Okay, Tony, okay. Did you write what you do? Okay. Oh, Lillian. Okay. I'll come to you, Lillian. Lillian, I will come to you. I'll come to you. I don't forget you. Okay. I'm just looking. Sorry, did you say what you did again? So I remember. Where did I see what you did? I saw it on the chat. Apologies. I saw it on the chat. So ideal client, mid career physicians who want to stay in medicine but current role. I help them define their ideal role and communicate to their leadership. Okay. So I help health systems stabilize their physician workforce. I help physician build a sustainable career medicine. Okay. So you've got two I helps because in your mind, you're targeting two people, but you've put both there. You got to let me know how it's working for you. I don't think that will work well. In a weird way, it feels counterintuitive because you're like, I want to let the two people know who I work with, but it does look slightly confusing, if that makes sense. It all depends on how you do your content, though, right? But okay. When you build a strong personal brand, let's say you specifically help physicians, yeah, organizations will also come to you because organizations have physicians in them. So people think that if I'm targeting B2B and B2C, right? So right now I target B2C, right? But B2B contact me all the time to help with their black women. Can you help me with their black women? Can you do that? Because I focus on the key person, which is black women. So therefore, the organizations that hold black women that care about what I'm talking about want to work with me, or black women themselves within the organizations will champion me to speak or to work in their organization. So working with B2B and B2C isn't a conflict, or even B2G isn't a conflict if it's very clear. There's a clear streamline. If you're talking about sweets and then you're talking about helping elephants, yeah, maybe that's slightly different. But if you're in menopause or you're health coaching, right, and you help women that deal with perimenopause or menopause, but you want to work with organizations to help them deal with menopause, you haven't got a right to both in your headline, right? You can talk to a woman that deal with perimenopause, right? And organizations will find you and be like, I want you to speak to the woman in their workplace. Obviously, that they will find that from your content as well. What's her name? There's somebody who does that, who does that quite well. Just need to think. Who needs to think? Okay, so is that how you spell her name, or is it with a K? Kin. That's it, Professor Erica. Okay, so Professor Erica Brodnock, yeah, she is a founder of KinHub, which is a coaching platform that allows diverse teams to reach peak performance. So it helps, I think she works primarily with women. KinHub supports, yeah, okay, right. So, but she talks about leadership, AI, entrepreneurship. That's what she talks about, right? Because and book Erica to speak and book a discovery call about KinHub. So she recognizes that she is getting people who will want to work with her organization because she's doing founder-led storytelling. Yeah. So founder-led storytelling for her company. But also she recognizes that she also speaks on topics. And as when people book her to speak, they'll be like, oh, you do KinHub. I would love to bring you in to work with KinHub. They begin to be a cyclical effect. So you see the way she has positioned her banner. Yeah, cool. So going back to Simone, that's the first thing I thought of, and I thought that I don't know if this value framework. I do wonder when people put that there. I don't know. The truth is, unless it's really recognized, I'm not sure the value. I wouldn't come onto a thing and be like the value framework. One, yeah, I wouldn't. I would, yeah, personally. I don't. I just don't. I just don't think it's space that needs to be there. I think space that needs to be there. You don't need to be doing I help twice. So you could, if you want to do one and then say it in a different way to the actual individuals, is fine. But I think you've got to rethink this headline. I think it's probably causing a bit more confusion. It's not as clear as you think it is, even though it should be clear because you're saying these are the two types of people that I work with: organizations, essentially health systems, and the actual physician themselves. But I think it's actually doing causing a clash. Suppose sustainability efficient workforce. I don't really overly have an issue with your banner. I feel like link and feature session should be like higher, should be there so we can be seen. I'm not really sure that this is necessary. This you're just repeating some of the same things here. You can use the space to say something differently. Um, I think that um, apply to work together again. I don't think something about it is just not there. Adibimpe could help with this. Highlight Adibimpe, but yeah, I think apply to work with me or something there. So it's not bad. I think it's actually quite good. I don't have an issue. I actually think if you're gonna have this, yeah, this should be consolidated into one key thing that you do for both of them, right? Both the organization, the health systems, and the individuals. And then in your banner, you can have these two different things. I think that's fine. But this bit, I just think is just not necessary, personally. Let's go to your about page. Good. I haven't read the whole thing, but I feel like it's again still slightly written like a post. It doesn't have to be like so short. Like these are good, but you could put that like that and make them slightly longer sentences, right? As well, but it's not bad. But it does read like a post. Um, it's a bit long. I ain't gonna lie, and then it looks longer because you short sentences. So it could be a bit shorter if some of them were slightly longer, right? Um, I don't think it's actually that bad, to be fair. I just think that a person's got to be very invested already to want to read this whole thing. I'm not gonna lie. Even me, I don't want to read the whole thing, even and though I meant to review it because it just feels long. So you don't want it to be too short, but you don't want it to be too long either. So there's a way that this could be done shortened. So this is good. The pain. Okay, got pain there as well. So then this is the thing. So what I see you're doing, you're trying to target the two people in one about page, and that's why it's long and slightly convoluted. You can do that, but in less words. Yeah. Because basically, is that you've got two about pages, one for physicians and one for health system. That's why it's really long. I don't know how many people are going to read this personally. I think you can skillfully talk to both without having to say. But you could do that if you want, but make it shorter, make it a bit more succinct. Okay, I see what you're doing. So you see, so everything you've done, you're doing it double. Yeah, it needs to be a bit more streamlined. The issues need to be a bit more streamlined. It's too much. So you got to streamline this. Yeah. Okay. Let me see who is next. Yeah. Good. I would say focus. I would say I've made a couple of changes to my profile based on Glow. I've gotten more traction. Tanya, yeah, she's one of my uh, clients already that's joined the program. So she gave me amazing feedback that she has already gotten so much traction. I'm doing a post about that tomorrow already, so that's amazing. Okay, so Simone, that's a good question. You can focus on both, but your profile is what I'll say. This is this. I think you can focus on both, but you have to be very skillful in focusing on both. And most people can't do that yet. Sometimes it's easy to focus on one, but because they are easily interlinked, others will, others will come. I'm trying to find. Okay, yeah, that's it. This is. Is this a good example? I'm trying to think. Is she a good example? Okay, cool. So let me show you this example of a person, yeah, who's able to do a number of things. So Emmy, yeah, I've been in her when I was running my tech company, which I'm still running, but when I was building my tech company that I've talked about, I was in her community for a bit. Okay, so she focuses building a community of 10K female entrepreneurs. She actually did a post. Let me even see if I can show you the post that really helps, kind of gives a sense of exactly what she wants to do. Yeah. So she talks about the fact that these are her values. Yeah. Her values is a desire for women to build profitable, sustainable, long term businesses, a desire for women to be paid properly and fairly, and for them to be able to be financially free, to be able to hopefully invest in future female founders, and for their businesses to be successful. One of the things that she's struggling with is that female founders rise is that they are B Corp business, right? Organizations. So what am I trying to say? She essentially, yeah, has always focused on building a community of tech, like female founders, primarily tech, but it doesn't have to be fully tech, but tech enabled tech, right? Because we know that across the globe, female founders are less invested in, right? Also, let alone black female founders, but she's focused on female founders. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's her focus. She talks about that. What does that mean? She's also a angel investor. What does that mean? Organizations, VC firms want to partner and work with her because she has got a community of founders that they could potentially invest in. So that means when she's creating content about startups, her own journey, she was in Dragon's Den, she's had businesses that's failed, she's made millions, she's lost millions. That's her whole story. When she talks about that, her content pillars, the people that will be attracted to her will be people like you and I who who want to be in a community of founders, who want support and help and to get investment, who want to build that ecosystem, VC firms, investment firms, organizations that talk about that do BMAs. All of those people will be attracted to her because she is in that startup ecosystem specifically for females. So you haven't got to say you can talk about one. If you're talking about leadership, you're saying, I help the 1% high performers better leadership. Yeah, not a great title, but that, right? Then and you do that and you provide valuable content and you're consistent and you're building, blah, 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 but you're focusing primarily on top CEOs and leaders, right? Then what is going to happen is that organizations that work with leaders or executive firms or universities, they're going to call you to speak about different things on leadership because you're going to be known. Your thought leadership is going to be on leadership. So what you want to decide is what does your thought. That's why I asked you, what do you want? I think one of the questions I asked at the beginning is, what do you want to be known for? What is your thought leadership? When you anchor in your thought leadership, even if you're targeting B2C or just B2B, then other people and other streams will come and ask you to speak. So because I talk about AI, Black women, personal brand and leadership, I'll be asked by AI companies to speak about that, organizations, schools. I'm B2C, but B2B come to me because I'm speaking on topics that benefit their audiences. Okay, let's do a few more. Okay, so we're going to do a few more. If any questions, let me know. So, Ivy, has Ivy come back? Ivy come back? Francesca, you have to just write your post and kind of say to Tyra, okay, so I'm going to do people that I can see. So sorry if you are there and I can't see you. So I'm going to do Trainer. I think Trainer, did Trainer message me as well? I feel like someone called Trainer messaged me. Did she message me? Okay, so before I go to you, Trainer, someone else messaged me. Okay, no, Lillian, I'm coming to you. Hey, before I forget Lillian, I'm coming to you. Let's do Lillian. So Tony, sorry, I wasn't able to do you, but this is, let me just say this, yeah. Tony, if you do come back to this, yeah, if you do come back to you, I really like your thing. Do you think this is probably not necessary? Yeah, I like it. I don't know. Something needs to be worded different. I feel like the dimensions, like the formatting, but I like your. I want to say I like you. I think you're one of the my favorites. I like your profile. I'm not gonna give you feedback because I need to know exactly who you're targeting. Right, I got to be fair. But just from what I just see this so far, probably one of the best. And because it's white works quite well. It looks quite nice. It just looks nice. So I'll leave that there. Cool. So let me go to Lillian. Lillian, you've been patiently waiting. Thank you so much. Lillian, have you sent me who you're targeting? I am targeting women who find themselves hesitating, self-sabotaging. They are not good at all. So what they're self-sabotaging? I help high achieving stop self-sabotaging and lead from self-trust. What are they self-sabotaging though? When I do that, sorry, it's me genuinely. I'm thinking. I'm just like, what? Because I get. You know, the thing is, when you can kind of get a sense of where someone's going, but then you're like, is it clear for the person? I think you know what I'm going to say. Ready? This is cut off. This is cut off. Woman who earned woman who earned. I don't know. Oh, was it you? Someone said there was something about an event. Is it you? Someone said that they've got their thing for it. Maybe it's not you. Someone that there's an event that they're promoting. So sorry if it's about an event. Oh, is your banners for an upcoming event? But it's cut off there. So this should be here. I can't see that. It should be. I wouldn't know it's an event as well. I saw somebody who had a good way of showing an event. I wouldn't know it's an event. Yeah, I wouldn't know it is an event. I'm trying to think of somebody. No, you just reply that way, do you? I'm looking for someone. Was it with a H? Oh, okay, there's somebody that's got an event that the way she's promoting it is different. I don't think that's the best way to promote your event, personally. It's just not the best way to promote your event. Yeah, I can't think. If the person comes up the name, I'll get it. So no, while you can't see it, yeah. So I don't think it's great personally. I don't think it's attractive. If I'm honest, it's not attractive. It's not attractive. I'm looking for the person to see if she's promoting her event in the same way as you. So I'm just looking at my phone just to see. My biggest, that's it. In fact, why didn't I get it? Okay, so she's got an event, but she's not doing it the same way. So her get your ticket in the feature section. Okay, so you look at the way she's done the event. You can even was late tomorrow because you're in London, right? Tomorrow morning, look at this. Ade Bimpe, Lillian, connect. Help her create this, something like this. Do you see how she's doing it? How she's promoting her event? Oh, I went from you. I need to go back to you. Hold on. Yeah? Not a good way. Not attractive. I wouldn't want to go. Real talk. I don't even know what this is, what this means. Yeah? I help high achieving women stop self sabotaging, lead from trust. Stop self sabotaging what? Relationships, workplace. What are they self sabotaging? Still quite broad. Although you're getting there, right? What is it? I help high achieving women stop. So okay, then identity rewind for black and brown women. So are these black and brown women or women in general? That's black, white, whatever. And then you've got that as well. You see what I mean? So is that I help high in the UK? Obviously, we use different words, right? So America says women of color. You could say that if it's black and brown. Or you can just say I help high achieving black and brown women. Or if it's just women, that includes women, like white women as well, not just black and brown and anyone that's not white. I help women, and that's fine. You know, I'm not saying you can't have that, but I just wonder why you have that there and you have this here. Again, keynote speaker of what? What are you a keynote speaker? People put keynote speaker and they only keynoted in their kitchen. Yeah. So keynote speaker of what? Yeah. Okay. So Brandon, no, I get it's for an event, but there's a better way of writing an event. Okay. You've done everything right. The credentials, experience, the track record, that should be enough, and still in the moments. Okay. So with whoever it was before, not Tony's one, yeah, yeah. So okay, who did I see before? I didn't. There was a person I just saw before. Those slightly long. The way it's written is a bit better. There's short sentences, there's long sentences, whereas yours was all short. So I quite like this. Tony, you've got a very, very, very strong profile, just without me even reading it. Quite strong. Yeah. Yeah. Tony, really good one. Do you think though? Yeah, AI strategy for mission driven. Okay, cool. Yeah. Your profile is really good, Tony. So if you do go back to it, actually, it's a really good profile. Newsletter, brilliant. AI conversation, article. Only thing that's missing is a link. CTA, you view my services, fair enough. But if you've got a link, booking the coaching course. So yeah, cool, good. Okay, Lillian, yeah, not good. Yeah, it's all bunched together. I am Lillian about keynote speaker. Nope. No. We know you're Lillian. we don't need to say it again. Yeah, we know you're Lillian already. It customer coach and miss opportunities. So this is a bit all bunched together. Not great. Not attractive. Not there's nothing here that makes people go yeah. So the thing is, you've got the content in here. It's just about rewording it in a way that speaks to the hero, which is the client. Yeah. You got to decide. I'm not saying you have to decide, but I feel you got to decide. Women, particularly black and brown women, like, call it. Call it is. I help black women. I help black and brown women. I help high achieving black and brown women who feel left out, bottled up. What is it? Hit it, pam, 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 pam. Hit it punchy. When you're thinking about things, punchy, boom, 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 boom. Punch doesn't mean like short sentences all the time. I'm just saying, give it to me. What are you saying? When a black and brown woman reads it, they go, oh yeah, yeah. They feel it. Remember, you're trying to create emotion. You want people to be emotionally connected and say, oh my God, Lillian, I've been looking for you. You are speaking my language. I have self-sabotaged my interview. I have self-sabotaged my relationships. What do I do? And then you're giving the content and it's making sense. You see what I'm saying? And then, yeah, no. Yeah, no. So we already know what should be in the feature. Now, I've said it several times. Okay. Okay, let's go on. Who's the next person? Who is the next person? Let me just check my messages. Okay, so I'm going to do. Okay, no, it's not you. So just make sure. So Dr. Tara, and if in, she's supposed to say your name. Kai. I can't even say my own people's names. Dr. Tara. Okay. Is there anyone else that I'm missing, Jenna? That want to miss people that's generally giving trainer data? Okay, so the people I'm going to do next, yeah, just because of time now, and my energy's gone down. Energy's gone down now. So I am going to do Dr. Tyra, yeah. If you're still here, hopefully you're still here. Ife Nyimwa, yeah. Dr. Tyra Ife Nyimwa. Okay, yeah, just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Then I'm going to do Trainer Drayton. Then is there anybody that has really put their thing bedtimes that I've missed? I want to, I will do everybody that has really made the effort to be putting their things there, but my energy's gone down now, so I want to be at my optimum to give good feedback. Okay, so let's go to who did I say I'm going to do now? Let me just do Trainer Dayton, and then I'll go to the others in my DMs. Okay, you've just messaged me, Trainer. I won't bring it up on screen. I'll just see what you said on my phone. Trainer's like, me, it's me. I love it. Trainer. Trainer. Let me just check your profile on my phone. Maybe it's my phone playing that. Trainer. What am I seeing? I should say, what am I not seeing? There's no banner. There's no banner. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say there's no banner. So you already know what that means. There's no banner. Yeah. So if you've looked at everybody else's feedback, then you know what to do for the banner. Your profile face, good. I love it. Good. Good. Okay. I show leaders what they can't see. I like that. I don't know what it means, but I like it. It could be really good with a banner that says something else. Because, like I said, you can be sometimes very specific in your headline, and your banner is also specific in a different way. But because there's no banner, I show you what they can't see. They can't see that they are bullies. They can't see that they're not making any money. Do you see what I mean? That is a strong headline, but what can't they see? Again, I don't know if you need to add your IP here. I don't always think it's helpful, especially if I don't know what that means. What is the creator of the 4-3-2-1? I actually think it's quite interesting. 4-3-2-1. What is that? What does that mean? Is it a breathing? 4, 3. What is that? Okay. Most leadership teams are running hard on a strategy that people believe and need to go. The ready to plan. Do you know what? You can get away with an about page that doesn't always follow the script that I'm telling you if your content game is good. Because some of my about pages before what you currently see, I think they were decent. They could have been better, but I was getting clients because my content made sense and my banner, my headline made sense. So these are the things. If everything makes sense, it's a 10 out of 10. But you can sometimes have areas where it's like, you know. So, and I can already see. I'm not going to say anything about the posting yet. So that's not what today is about. Cool. So I feel like the people that you're speaking to, again, don't need something long, but I guess the question would be really, what are you solving for them? You say that creates visibility, restores momentum. Okay. Okay. So most leadership teams are running a strategy they believe in and are still not getting where they need to go. The gap is ready to plan almost always possible. Taking about the book from this and out. These are the insertion. I may not be your ideal client, but I don't really get what you're saying. So I always think, yeah, I feel like I'm quite intelligent. I'm smart enough. So when I don't get something, it means something is missing. So I don't really get what you're saying, Trina. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe others get it, like you're saying your clients get it. I don't get it. So if I don't get it, I have a sense that others won't get it too, because I'm not. And then some people are not the smart. Some people are not the smartest people in the world. So I'm quite intelligent. So I don't get it. That's why I actually fully read it. I wanted to really get. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand. So I actually don't know what you do. I know you work with high level people. That one I can tell. I can just tell by you writing partner. I can second chair. That maybe for me, but that gives me a level. When I hear second chair partners, it sounds like high level, right? So you were high executive, chief operating officer. So you operated at the C-suite. So I already knew. So I can tell you're operating at the C-suite level, but I actually don't know what it is that you are offering or doing. And it's very likely. Now, what you may not see yet, I don't know. When you so what's interesting for anyone, and this is the lie that we tell ourselves, yeah, especially for all of you level CEOs that are running your own businesses, because of your strong network, you may not clock that your profile ain't as strong. Because of course, when you get that level, these business deals are operated at that level. But after a while, you will need your personal brand to work for you, because after a while you can't rely on these strong referrals. It will go dry after a while, or it will not be as consistent. So in the beginning, you can be okay with not having a clear profile because your network is strong. If you're coming from where you've come from, trainer, amazing. So right now, I'm not saying you are, but potentially are running high on your network, which you need, but you need a strong profile. Does that make sense? Okay, using this to rebuild my LinkedIn, I'm on the right track. People, leaders accountable. Thank you for sharing that. So you said that. Apologies for people who are actually messaging them that I can't see messages. Just know it's because it's not your fault. It's probably just yeah, the execution of this wasn't as smooth that I had in my head. Okay, using to rebuild my LinkedIn and my right track, leaders accountable for organization, investors, funders, and the CEOs, directors, and executing promise. You're speaking at a CEO level, so this is still is you need to. What needs to happen is that they usually say 5 to 7 year old need to understand. Now, when you're working at really high level, I would say at least a 12-year-old. Right now, I get what you're saying at the high level, but I don't get it tangibly. Truth is, as black women, we even know that. So even though I said that you have the network, I know for a fact that some of us we have it, but not the way a white man has it, right? They can be sometimes unclear and vague, and they can have all of these businesses, and you're like, but wait, when you go on the website, it's rubbish. It's because they go to golf, and in golf they talk about the business. We don't have that, unfortunately. So we have to make sure we give no room for that. I don't mean we've got to be perfect. What I do mean, we just got to have clarity, and it's got to be clear. Yeah. But I think you've got something powerful, trainer. I think you do. And you've got the leadership know-how and the credentials, but there's just something missing in the clarity. It's just a bit confusing. So I've read this again, and I'm still slightly confused. And know why? Is because we say moving from noise to clarity. We all say things like that. Moving from confusion to clarity. What does that really mean? Does that make sense? Those are good buzzwords. What is it that you're actually delivering? What is it you're actually delivering in the end? Yeah. Sometimes it's just good to just be straightforward and simple. Buzzwords are cute and they're nice, but they're just they need to be simple. Oh, okay, so you're writing. I'm still talking and you're writing. So thank you. Thank you, trainer. Thank you, trainer. Yeah, a few more, and I'm gonna go. As I said, for those that are here to know me, I'm English Academist. I help Black women stop being the best kept secret. Yeah? I help Black women founders, people like Trainer, yeah, people like Tony, people like Julian, So if you know that this has been valuable and you're like, you know what, Ingazi, you've given me your time and I really value you're going to make the implementation, please do it. Please implement. Please do and let me know the feedback. I totally get that. Not every single person here can afford me, can work with me, won't want to work with me. That's fine. I'm not doing this to make sure for that. I'm doing this because I want to really give value. But for those that genuinely believe that, you know what, this is good stuff, I want to take that next step. Jana, if you can put the link in the comment section. I've got 2 or 3 more to review, but indulge me for a few minutes, and I'm just going to share my screen so you can take a picture of this. Take a picture. It will take you to my accelerator program. It's 16 weeks. People say like, yes. I'm not doing a 2-week, 4-week, 8-week. I'm doing this long term. I've committed myself to show up for 16 weeks with you to make sure that your LinkedIn is doing what it needs to do. That is an engine that is bringing in clients, that you have optimized your profile, your content game is on lock. You're attracting the right type of clients, you're positioning yourself, you're providing the right value, you're converting, you're building that authority, that visibility, the income and the influence. Yeah. So if you're like, if you recognize that the invisibility tax you're paying, the amount of money you're losing on the table, the amount of money that's going to less credentialed competitors, people are making more money than you, not because they're better. That's the truth. It's because they're just more visible or they position themselves a little bit more. I.e., Dr. Shaheen, I shouldn't even call it Dr. Shaheen Bryant. She is a supposed, probably not a doctor. She is a fraudster acting like a therapist, getting millions and millions of pounds a year or dollars a year because she's positioned herself in such a way and is taking money from actual Black women who are clinically trained, who are under accountability, potentially even causing harm to, most likely, her biggest people paying her are some Black men for reasons that we know why, and a lot of Black women who are paying her thousands for what? You can just call yourself a life coach. You ain't got to call yourself a therapist. The reason why I'm saying this is that there are Black women and Black people and non-Black people in industries, their reputation ain't even that great, but they're still making money because they've positioned themselves. I know people that ain't great and they position themselves and they make money because they position themselves. So negatively, what a lesson that we can learn from that, unfortunately, is it doesn't matter how great your product is, how great your service is. No one's going to go to the 10th page of Google to find you. If you're not findable or discoverable in the first page of Google, you ain't going to be seen. If you're not popping up consistently and frequently on people's LinkedIn, people ain't going to sit there and go remember that. You can see how I'm thinking about people. You got to think. That's why I save a lot of things. I got to think. If I'm like, oh, what's that person? Emmy, female founders. What's her name? Oh, I'll find somebody else who's doing a community for female founders. I ain't got time to be trying to scratch my brain for the one person. I ain't seen her post in 2 weeks. Does that make sense? You got to be top of mind. Because when people want to make a decision now, they have not got the time. If there's somebody calls 3 graphic designers, they will go with the person who got back to them quickly. If you want to go get a wedding dress for your wedding, if a shop is closed, you're not going to go there. If the shop is inconsistently not open, you're not going to go there. You're going to go to a place that, on a Saturday morning, you can go there and try out wedding dresses. Okay, good. Okay, a few more people, and then we're ducking out. Rise and shine and get all the glory. I don't know why that song is in my head. Rise and shine and get all the glory. Rise and shine now. All the glory. Okay, so if Anya said, so I've done trainer. Did you? I've done you right. Done you trainer. Boom. I've got Ifani and I have got Dr. Tyra, and I'm done. Yeah, if there's someone that I've missed, I am so sorry. But I think I have done Jenna, because Jenna ain't messaged me yet. So that means if Jenna ain't messaged me, it means I've done as many people. Okay, so I'm going to do you, Ifani. I'm saying your name so wrong, I'm butchering it. And then Dr. Dara, I'm coming to you. Okay. Thank you for those that are riding me for an hour and a half or 2 hours and a half. Iffy. Okay, let's go to you. I'm going to you now. Okay. Let's do this. Thank you so much for appreciating me. Okay. My energy is coming back now, but I'm still going to end. I'm like, now I've got energy. I'm like, yeah, I could go again. I could go for a little bit, but I'm like, nah. Okay. From Belfast. Can't do accents. So from Belfast. No, have you got an accent? Okay. Profile. I don't know. You might want to take your background off, but it's quite nice though. I think it fits your color scheme. You know, it's psychology, and I would be very honest. You look cute and quirky. Let's look. You might be how you are, but you have this look. You have this kind of cute and quirky look. That's what the picture's giving me. So that isn't you. You might want to consider changing it. If it is you, you might be like, yeah, I want my personality to shine. So I think you've got this like cute and little quirky look on the profile. Iffy, I love the name. Iffy Atelier. I don't know how to say it though. Celebrating culture through creativity. You saw the example that I gave you of that lady who runs a tech company, right? We can go back to her if you like. I think there's something about that. Because right now I don't know what you are. I don't know what it is. So I get that you're not a service-based company, but you are the founder. Your story, I don't know. Already here, the only bit that's giving me you really is your profile picture. It feels neutralized, muted. The colors are quite muted. That could be your brand colors, but I'm getting a muted vibe, right? Rather than I'm getting your personality. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to Amma, even though she's no longer. Why does it always happen? Like you put the person's name and the person is not coming up with the person. Oh, you're taking the mic. Hold on. Do I have to go Instagram to find the Amma? So what is her name on LinkedIn? Hold on. What's her name on LinkedIn? Okay, good. Okay, she does scaling brands like media companies. I like that. Yeah, because I saw one of her posts as well, and she talked about stuff like that. Cool. Stealth building. Interesting. I'll let the world know soon. Okay, cool. So again, if I was giving critique, see, remember, some people can get away with things because they've already built a massive personal brand. She's built a massive personal brand on IG. People have followed her because they recognize her as founder made. Some people can get away with things that you're like, yeah, this is probably not great and good. And as she said, she's in transition anyways, and most of her stuff are going to be coming from Instagram, right? Anyways, Patricia Bright. Just these are just some people who have jumped back on LinkedIn, but they're known from other places. So Patricia Bright, for example, for those that don't know, in America, she's a massive YouTuber, one of the biggest leading YouTubers in the UK. So again, her some of her stuff would be slightly different. So again, she 4 million followers globally, building UK's #1 money mindset space. Yeah, where meets matters. Cool. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm only showing you the examples is that something similar, but obviously their brand is big, so they can do certain things that we won't necessarily do because they've already got a massive brand off LinkedIn. She's jumped back on LinkedIn 2-3 months ago because now she wants to double down on all these other platforms. But we know her from YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. She's made millions of pounds off her personal brand on those platforms. Now she's jumping on LinkedIn. She even did a post a while ago saying she wants to prove that using LinkedIn can actually get her stuff, right? So she can kind of get away with not doing certain things. So this could be fine. This could make sense, but maybe you can say a little bit more here. What is the mission of Iffy? Like what is that? I don't know. All I know is that you are Iffy. I don't know. right? Publisher. So that means, is it books that you are publishing books? Independent creative studio publishing print. Okay, cool, right? So I have to go here to know what you do, where you can kind of state that what is the aim of IFI? Is it to create a world where books are read by millions of people? I want 1 million people to read 100. Like, do you see what I'm trying to say? That will be nice. People will connect with that, your story. Yeah. Then obviously you've got the link and then you've got Substack. Cool. Right. So you've got a link to Substack and you've got a link to your studio. That is cool. You could have services here because, technically speaking, you've got like these type of services, right, that you're doing. So that would kind of make sense. So I hope that helps. Right. There's different ways of going about your page. I think you don't have to be strict in the ways I've said it to other people, but you also have to ask yourself, like, what are you trying to do? What's the purpose of your LinkedIn as well? If you're doing founder-led like Patricia Bright or Amma, then you want to use your LinkedIn to bring more awareness to obviously what you're doing. Okay. So the last but not least, let me just stop sharing so I can go to it. Oh, I knew he was a troll. I knew Gavino is a troll. I knew it. Don't just block this person. Block this person. So I knew it. Now I'm gonna add. Can you add me? I knew. I just don't want to be rude because maybe he was genuine. I think that really annoyed my life. Really, Jana, get that person out of there. Yeah, Jana, can you get that person out of there, please? Okay, if you join now, you will get a bonus session with myself, whoever, I don't know, sorry, LinkedIn user, I don't know who the person is, and you will get access to my other program. So you will get access to AI storytelling, you'll get access to other programs, right? There's a lot. So that's why it's like, you will be busy. So as Dr. Tonya has said, already making implementations, she's getting traction, she's getting things. So the aim is that from July, you will, like, we're starting from the ground running because this is an intense accelerator. It's intense, but that's the best way to do it because I don't have time. People dropping off, people not doing the work. We need these 4 months to hit the ground running to build our LinkedIn machines. Okay. So whoever said that, sorry, I can't see it. It just says LinkedIn user. What you'll be doing between now and then is you'll be learning AI, learn how to create AI films, learning how to build a business, and then also implementing some of these things. You get all of the things that Dr. Tonya said that she's been doing. That's basically helping her already start getting clients. So you can start getting, between now and July, you can start getting clients if you begin to implement. Then July, we start with the ground running, going really intense into who your ideal customer is, understanding that, how to position yourself, how to build your profile, how to create a lead magnet, how to create content pillars, then how to craft LinkedIn posts, why posts go viral, what does that mean, how to speak to your audience in each post, bringing them through a journey, how to create a nurturing system that actually begins to convert. Because you can get 500 people that like a post. What do you do with those 500 people? How do you begin to get them into your ecosystem, right, and begin to turn them into clients? Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not there's things that you've got to do on LinkedIn to get consistency. Is a compound effect. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the one last person, Dr. Tyra, then any questions? So start writing your questions. Start writing your questions, please. Because we're ending. Dr. Tyra, I'm coming to you. So your mission, Dr. Tyra, is to equip leaders for the workplace. Okay, leaders for the workplace. I help organizations prepare their leaders for change by designing bold systems. I also work with high-achieving female leaders to help them recover from burnout. Interesting. So you're saying that you help leaders for change. Yeah, mission help recruit leaders for the workplace. Okay, in the workplace, not for the workplace. Sorry, because in my head, I think for the workplace. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, just trying to make sure it connects in my head. I knew he was a troll, so I'm so annoyed. It's like we should have, anyways. We're going to kick him out. Cool. Okay. Let us go to you, Dr. Tara. So whoever is tagging me, unfortunately, doesn't. I can't see. Or you come up as LinkedIn user. Jana, can you tell me who was the person? Okay, you report and blocked him already. Good. Thank you. Jana, tell me whose message, who's saying that It's me. Thanks, Anglesey. It's me who asked because I can't see the person. Okay, let's do Dr. Tyra. Okay. Interesting. I love to read. My mission to help quick leaders, better leaders, changes in our system. So, okay, how can I put this? Dr. Tyro, so you've written to me that your mission is to equip leaders for the workplace, to help organizations prepare their leaders for change by design build systems. Yeah, cool. But you also help high achieving female leaders to help them recover from burnout in the workplace and find balance by unlearning systems. Then you've written you are called to lead, not to conform to broken systems, but to transform them. So the reason why it makes me slightly confused, depending if that's talking to the B2B, fine. If that's talking to the B2C, it doesn't fully link. Helping people recover from burnout and unlearn systems, but then telling the same woman you're going to transform the systems. You know, two different things. Does it make sense? Now, if that is the B2B, okay, but it feels like it's slightly different to what you told me here, because you told me prepare the leaders for change by designing both systems. I guess it kind of links. So saying to them, you're going to transform their system. I just feel like it's not slightly meshing. So what you sent me there doesn't fully mesh with what you've written there. Okay, hi Michelle, brilliant. Okay, it's you, Michelle. Yeah, it doesn't fully mesh. So scholar, practitioner, and thought leader. No, everyone's a thought leader here essentially. So what does that mean? No one writes check in for thought leader. Thought leader is already what you are because you have got thoughts and you're leading. No, I'm taking the mic. Don't thought leader does not. I'm a thought leader. Scholar practitioner. You could have that there, but definitely not thought leader. To anyone who's got thought leader, take that out of your line immediately. It doesn't do anything, doesn't move anything, doesn't tell me anything. I just know that you are a thought leader. Okay. Women's leadership, higher education. Well, yeah, that just all the section of seeing. Just a list of things. It's a list. One or two can stay potentially if you think it's relevant to the client. But yeah, no. There's no pain. There's no persona as in the person that you're targeting. There's no transformation. So it just reads like, in a CV and a resume. I think I like the profile. I'm not sure about the grey though. The grey. I'm not really sure. Let me see how it looks on my phone. I'm not sure about the grey. I'm not sure about the grey. It doesn't look too bad on the phone though. It doesn't look too bad on the phone, but it just feels a little bit greyed out. Do you know what I mean? This feels a little bit greyed out. Okay, so I help leaders and institutions solve complex challenges by learning purpose and asking. This is good. I actually think this is quite good. But I think that you might have noticed that everybody else's profile, it kind of started off with their problem. They problematized something already. So you've gone straight to who you help, which is totally fine. But it might be quite great to say what the problem is that these people are facing, and then you can talk about that. No one cares, not in a rude way. No. You care and I care, but we people don't care. Your client doesn't really care about this in this way. Yeah. Yeah, it reads more like a resume rather than you help women recover from burnout and you help organizations do bold systems. Yeah, it doesn't read like that. It kind of reads predominantly like an like an employee, and then you've got this statement that slightly confuses me. with what you told me. Okay, you've got services, request services. Then you already know that. Okay, if you're doing a book, good. But I guess you can't. Good. You got stand that store. You got book that listens to Queen. Book a call. No. Where is that investing yourself? Where am I investing? Because yeah. Okay. Link. Okay. Yeah. So might need a lead magnet here, a link to book a call, or you have a link to your book as well. You have free book. 3 links to books. Yeah, probably not. What's the one book that you wanna say? You know, if you are looking for fractional CP roles as well as everything, there's nothing wrong with having that there. So you ain't got to take everything off. You just got to say what's the key things. If you're an executive coach, then what's the transformation? There's many executive coaches. What are you coaching specifically on? What's the key thing that people come to you for? With all of your experience, of all that you do, that needs to be clear. Executive coach again tells me what the title, tells me the job role, tells me the function. Doesn't tell me what you transform, the promise that you transform. That's it. Brilliant. What a 2 hours and 45 minutes. What an amazing. This was absolute. I loved it. This was incredible. Absolutely incredible. I really enjoyed myself. It's a shame that it's late. So I'm tired. But it's really just to make sure my Americana people them can join, because some of them are actually still at work, right, on their way back from work. So the UK people, we ride on. Um, um, and this is just to my UK people, and even to my American people. You see, we can work globally. You're not limited to the state, the country, the continent. Okay? Yeah? So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for every single person who braved themselves to be seen, to take feedback. It's not easy to take feedback. All right? I forgot the sandwich message, good, bad. I came with heart. I came because I really want every single black woman to win. So I'd like to say this. I'm coming next week. I'm gonna put it up very soon. I'm going to be reviewing your posts. Or post. Let me just say post. So I'll probably say, yeah, you can decide what kind of post you want to review. Like if it's one that didn't get anything, why. And I'll tell you why this post is not getting what it needs to be getting. Okay. So the next week is going to be reviewing your post, and then I've got another one the following week. I can't remember now. But next week I might be reviewing your post. If you want this back again, let me know. I'll bring this back again. And again, as I close off, for those that want to join my program, speak to Dr. Tonya. She's joined. We haven't started yet, and she's already getting results. Speak to her. Speak to some of my clients on the website. People have already reached out to them. Reach out to my clients. Ask them, so you know that I'm the real deal, right? I understand that there's a cost involved. We have very flexible payment plans, and we're there to work with you. And we don't want money to be an issue if you really want this, right? But obviously money could be difficult. Okay. If there's any questions, let me see if there's any questions, and then I'll duck out. Any questions? I knew it was a troll, so I just knew. Nonsense person coming on alive. Any questions? Yes, Michelle, I've seen the payment. Thank you so much. I cannot wait. When you book your call, we'll talk next week as well. So I'm excited for that. Just to see if there's any questions. You're so welcome. Thank you, Dr. Tyra. Thank you. Okay, there's no questions. I'm going to leave. I know there's a bit of a delay. That's why I'm leaving some time because there's a little bit of a delay. I have only used one. Okay, I think that's you. Cool. Yes, that's Michelle. Love it. Michelle says, "I am in. Just joined the accelerator. I'm in. I'm ready to stop being the best kept secret. Good night. Good night, Michelle. We'll talk soon next week. We are ready. We are ready. It's going to be impactful. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be impactful. So next week is going to be on your post. Okay, I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Ivy, I don't think I got to you. Excellent, Ivy. Okay, good. So I know some people didn't put their profiles out there. And I totally get it. It's hard to get the feedback. Yeah, I'm here. We'll be in the DMs. I'm going to message all of you today, tomorrow, to see how today was. Have an amazing time. Those that are catching the replay, yeah, there's no point putting your profile. I ain't doing anyone from the replay. So learn from what I have told people live and direct. I might do this again if people really want it. Let me know. I will do posts next week, and I've got other lives coming up as well. Can you go over what should be in the profile in a simple framework? I have, okay, yes, Dr. Tara, I've already got that in the lead magnet already. I've already got that. So Dr. Tara, so for every single person, we'll message you later on today. Some of you already got it. So those that have got it. We've got the glow method. So Dr. Jana, if you can message Dr. Tara, the glow method. Hey, Winston, your hair. Yes, Michelle. Send Dr. Tara the glow method. That's going to help you. I show you exactly what you need to put in the profile. I didn't even talk about the skills, the recommendations. I just did a few things. But yes, in the glow method, it will show you, right? It will show you some people using that, they're using that. So it will show you that. If you implement my things, I'm telling you for a fact, right? It will work without paying me. Some of you guys can start making money and cash flow without paying me now and may never need to pay me, or might be like, I've got a client, let me use that to make the first investment. Yeah. So do those things. The biggest thing is clarity. People, let me give you a secret. You don't have to have a massive following. You don't have to have a massive following. Do you know what massive following does? It just gives you more reach. It gives you more reach and it's a good social proof. So yes, when I have 40 something thousand followers, when I meet people, because I'm actually very modest. I don't go around saying, I've got 46K thousand followers. I'm the person that people walk past me, don't think I'm anything, right? Ask anybody, and then when I speak, they go, "Oh my god," and they follow you. Ngozi? Oh, so that's what happened. That's what it does. Other than that, okay, 46K thousand followers. Whether you got 200 followers, 2,000 followers, if you are clear, people look for that. Because to be very honest, there are some people who don't want to find somebody with massive followers. They don't want that because they're so far removed. And the reason why I'm just saying that is because clarity is key more than anything. It is clarity. Sorry, I just got really passionate about that because people think following is important. You want to grow following. Please believe me that it is important. I want to continue to grow. The more the more I grow, the more Black women I help. But you don't have to have 46, 10K, even 5K. What you need is a strong profile, really good content, and a LinkedIn machine that works for you. And you will be quite surprised that you can be making 10K a month with 500 followers, with 1,000 followers. And if you're consistent, then your platform, your LinkedIn profile will grow. Okay, cool. So Jana, send it to Lisa, send it to Dr. Tara. We'll message other people as well that have joined and who wasn't able to join, so you will get it as well. We'll put it in the chat, but we'll also message you just to make sure the glow method. I have a few posts. Put the bell, whatever, to make sure you see my post and whatever, because the algorithm is algorithm. Yeah. So even me, the algorithms with me, but there's things that you've got to do to make sure that even with the algorithms, I'm still getting clients, I'm still getting profile views. So whether one post goes 500 likes, 1,000 likes, I get 50,000 impressions, and one is like 500 impressions, but I got 20 likes, 30 likes. I still get people in my DMs. Okay, yeah, good. Okay. I don't want to go. I'm actually so much enjoying them. I'm going to go. It's 12. My husband's come back. Yeah, let me go. Take care. Bye. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I loved it. Enjoyed it. So next week is going to be all about doing the post. I can't wait to give you the feedback on the post. See you later.